Perfect. Yo, what's up, guys? Go to my page. It's on my YouTube. Go to the video. My Twitch is Mugen Lord. But if you go to the video, I have it right there. One second, guys. Oh, yes? Oh, happy birthday, bro. What's going on? I didn't know that. Sweet. That is dope. Any more March babies in here? Or have a birthday today like mine? Oh yeah, definitely, Grant. Yeah, man. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out my video, I just uploaded. I finally figured out what killed my channel, or what's killing my channel. Oh, really? What's going on? What's up, Master? What's up, Bear? What's up, Yuki? What's up, Rudy? What's up, Grant? Over here having my birthday on the 4th of the year. Yeah, man. Ain't that a plot twist that it's actually my streaming that's killing my YouTube channel? Well, it's one of the big components to why my YouTube channel. Like I said, gotta factor in all the components. So you haven't checked out the video, is essentially the way YouTube works. A long time ago, the way YouTube worked, your success and how your videos are recommended and how it's fed through the algorithm was based on views a long time ago. The higher the views, YouTube would assess it and say, okay, this must be a popular video, let's recommend it. So they will recommend it. So when they recommend the video, that's how you get more exposure, more people subscribe, and your view counts on your videos would go up. It would increase. And now that fast forward, they did this whole thing, they changed the algorithm. They decided to do it by retention span. Retention span is pretty much how the duration of how long you will watch, and you sit there and watch a video. No, get out, go. We'll sit there and how long you will watch a particular video. So like I said in the video, if I make a 10-minute video, if you guys sit through, let's say 7 to 8 minutes out of the 10-minute video, that's actually really good because you sat through a good portion of the video, and YouTube would see that and then throw it in the recommendation, and it increases the views. Now, the flaw about views and the flaws to the retention span method, we're going to go through both of them. Views, the flaws to views, which YouTube saw as was a flaw, is if you click, yeah, it ain't a plot twist. If you click on the video, right, it counts as one view. Thanks for following, Matt. It counts as one view. But the issue is, a view doesn't tell you if a video is good or not. Because all you have to do is click on the video, it counts as a view. Say for instance, somebody click on the video and say, oh, this video sucks, or this video is really not for me, and they leave 20 seconds in the video. So that view doesn't really represent how good the video is. So you can click on it and only be there for a good minute, and that's it. Now, the flaw to retention is the fact is that, say for instance, you click on the video and the video's 10 minutes long, but you leave 3 minutes within the video. Not because the video is bad. Say for instance, the information that you need to know about the topic is within the 3-minute mark. Like within the first 3 minutes, you got a whiff and got an understanding of it and say, okay, I got what I needed. I'm out of here. Not because the video is bad. And so think about it. All the popular YouTubers, all the big YouTubers, they figured it out. So if you watch a YouTuber, you notice that the first 3, maybe 4 minutes of the video is nothing but filler. It has nothing to do with the video at all. And you sitting there like, damn, like, all right, get on with the topic. When are you going to say what you want to say or whatever like that? Because they figured it out that if I get to the point too early, then you guys will get an understanding of it and then leave the video. You don't sit through the rest because you got what you need to get from it and say, okay, I really don't need to hear more of it. I understand it or whatever like that. And let's go. You leave. So now YouTubers will waste the first 3 to 4 minutes on filler and then get to the point on the 5th minute sometimes. And then you will stay to listen to hear the person out because now you finally touching the topic. Thanks. I'm good, Shadow. He said not all likes from all the actual. Yep. So that's what's going on. And that the problem was when streaming first started and they did the YouTube streaming here. Remember, I wanted to get affiliate on YouTube on Twitch, so I used Restream, which means I stream on YouTube and Twitch. So remember, I did 2 to 3 months of streaming when I first started doing streaming. I was consistent back then, and I was killing my channel, not even knowing it. Yeah. So yeah, YouTube, I figured that out early, but not necessary because it's school views subscriber count. But yeah, that's why I ended. Oh, you know, Shadow. Oh, Shadow Cross is Punk J. Oh wow, I didn't know that was you, Punk. YouTube streaming gives me pop-ups out the ass threatening. Yo, what's up, yo? Do the whole video if it's... Yeah. So, remember, guys, like, so what happens is on YouTube, if you haven't seen my video, when I do these streams, YouTube algorithm doesn't separate a stream video from a traditional YouTube uploaded video. So the thing is, the longer my stream is, the more I'm screwing myself over. I'm screwing myself when I go long. It's because the thing is, realistically, a lot of people don't sit down through a person's stream for a very long time, realistically. Because people got things to do. People got a life and stuff, realistically. Unless the person really like that YouTuber or that content creator or whatever, they'll probably sit through it. But YouTube doesn't separate a streamed video and a regularly uploaded video. So when you guys step into my stream, if I stream for 7 hours long, some of you guys may stay for an hour, for example. So if a lot of you guys stay for an hour or even 30 minutes, they would use that, they would count that as retention. And in the end, I'll pay for it. So if a bunch of you guys come in and stay only for an hour and my stream is 7 hours long, they'll average it out and say the average person only stayed for an hour out of 7 hours. That's poor. So they would say, okay, like this video is trash or whatever like that. So what YouTube do is YouTube won't feed it to your notifications. It won't feed it to your uploads. When when your favorite YouTuber uploads and stuff like that, and it don't even feed it into the ecosystem for recommendations. I didn't know that was you, Jay. What's up, Jay Blue? Yeah, so that's what's killing me. It's me streaming. That's one, but that's the major component. Like I said, I talk about topics that YouTube finds sensitive, but even with those topics, my views on my regular videos still weren't really impacted. It's every time after I stream. And I said this in the past. I used to say to my dad, my brothers, I used to say, I'm like, yo, I know it may be just me, but I know it's every time I stream, and then when I upload one of my YouTube videos, it don't get the hits that it normally get. It don't get it at all. And then I find out it wasn't feeding y'all any of the stuff because they see the retention of my stream video and said, this is no good. So they won't feed it to you guys. And yo, is that Keon going off in the back? Yeah, he's playing Monster Hunter. It's me. Yeah, it's me. I did surprise you. Thanks. I'm good at work watching the stream at the same time. Yo, what's up, Kenju? Yeah, so that's what's going on. It's not your guys' fault. None of us knew this was going on, and realistically, everybody can't stay for a stream. And I think they're stupid that YouTube is penalizing me for that. For you guys dipping in and out of my stream, and I'm getting penalized the longer I make the streams and stuff like that. So I think that's what's really pissing me off. For some reason that I didn't even know, but you know what? Good idea. Twitch is a better system for streaming. So today, this stream right here is going to be the last YouTube stream. This is going to be the last. You said that man Keo. Yeah, my brother fiending right now. Yeah. So this is going to be the last YouTube stream. I'm going strictly Twitch. So I urge you guys, please if y'all love these streams, please go over into YouTube, to Twitch. Please make a Twitch account, go to Twitch and follow me there. I'm doing all my streams there. But the thing is, what I'm going to do, I'm going to archive all this stuff. Once I archive, then I will take the archive footage and stuff and break them to topics and make them to videos to put on YouTube. So if you missed it on Twitch, you'll be able to catch the archived version of it on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm streaming on I'm on Facebook right now. Yeah, I'm still going to upload. Yeah. I'm still going to upload. I'm just going to go to Twitch to stream, then then I upload the archives over here, and I'm still going to be doing YouTube videos. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now. I got y'all. I got y'all right now. Yeah, so right now, just enjoy. Let's enjoy, the YouTube streaming for today, and then we'll here we go. Oh crap, my fault. It was actually put a slash next to it. Wasn't trying to do that. Yeah, so there it is right there. So for now on, we'll be doing everything on Twitch as far as streaming is concerned. I'm still going to be doing YouTube content. That's never going to change. I'm still going to be doing YouTube content. Now, the real struggle is... Thanks, Multi Dave. Appreciate it. Yo, get out. Go. Get. Come on. Yeah, she in heat right now. She's in heat. That's why she's letting me touch her like this. Because normally she's very fussy, but she in heat. That's why she's just lazy right now. But can't be in here. Thanks, appreciate it. Yo, bro, ain't your fault. I gotta go to work and do some shit. Why the fuck we punish you for it? Yeah, exactly. But a lot of YouTubers started finding out He's that little deep. Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Like YouTubers started finding out, like, yo, why? And the thing is, this is the funny part. YouTubers, like YouTube even recommended me. They would send me mail and messages, like encouraging me to go stream, and I do that, and y'all screwing me over. And a lot of YouTubers started finding out that they're getting screwed over. Why you think Maximilian? Why you think a lot of big YouTubers, or like the yeah, a lot of big YouTubers, they would make an announcement video for you to go to their Twitch, because they keep it separate from their YouTube. So yeah, so I'm getting penalized. And the thing is, like, it's unrealistic. You guys got lives. Y'all guys can't sit at my stream all day. It's unrealistic. And I'm getting penalized for that. So the longer I go, the longer my streams are, I'm actually screwing myself over. And that's crazy. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. Sweet, sweet. Appreciate it. So yeah, so we're going to, so now this is where the work comes in, guys. This is where the work comes in. Now that I'm only going to stream on Twitch, is I have to now climb out of the YouTube algorithm graveyard. He said he said there's too many other streamers. I'm gonna support you, but I ain't making it on Twitch. Ran by Simpsons and bad track records. He said pin it in the live chat. Like, oh, let me see how I do that. I guess I gotta do it on the YouTube thing itself. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. Thanks for the $20. I've been noticing the same trend on my channel. At least it's not just me. No, it's not just you, bro. It's not just you. Everybody's going through it. Let me see. I'll pin it, the link to my Twitch. No, like, and the thing was, you know what's so funny about it? Thanks for the follow. You know what's so funny? You guys watched me lose 100 subscribers in real time last night. I was at 11.8K and then went to 11.7K. You guys seen it in real time that it was happening. So, all right. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let me I'll pin it. Let me pause this right here. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. All right, so there we go. That's my Twitch. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be the last. I'm going strictly to Twitch to stream. I'm not doing it. Check out my last video. Check out the video I just uploaded. It explains everything. Yeah, it would explain everything. YouTube been screwing me over. So this we're gonna need to do, guys. Now that I know this, in order for it, thanks Jay Blue, appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat. What I'm gonna do, I'm in the algorithm. I'm in the YouTube graveyard. So now after this, I'm not gonna see this one right here. You see the other cat that just ran by? Screwing you over. It's been screwing itself over. Exactly. So I have to climb out of the YouTube graveyard, which means I won't see a big difference yet. I will have to keep doing regular content until I'm fed back into the algorithm again. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a minute. But I believe that with the help of you guys for tuning into my content and stuff like that, we can get out of this. We can get out. I'll start seeing growth once again. But even if you don't want to follow me on Twitch, which a lot of you don't have to, but you won't be missing out on anything, is because I'm going to be doing topics and videos from the Twitch video, from the Twitch streams, and just break them into topics and videos to itself to put on YouTube. So you'll have the archives on YouTube as separate videos and stuff. So you won't be missing anything. So if you don't want to carry over to Twitch, that's fine. You don't have to. You really don't have to. Yeah. So yeah, check that video out if you missed it. So it gives y'all the whole backstory and it explains everything. And now I'm glad. And it's funny is because right after y'all saw it in real time, He said, I can't wait to just chatting streams on Twitch. Yeah, so that's what's going. Yeah, yeah, like and the thing is, like, yeah, Han, like, I love it here on YouTube because a lot of you guys are here, but it's really not doing me any good at all. It's really not. It's actually screwing me over, you know. And yeah, I know. And been a hot minute. Yeah, been a hot minute. Han said Twitch is gutter trash, but I want to be in your chat and interact with you. Yeah, like, the thing is, I prefer YouTube over Twitch, but it's like I can't do it. I can't do it because I still want to upload daily content. I'm still a content creator. I love YouTube, and I'm getting shot in the foot while doing this. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to be live more often. It looks like I'm about to be using Twitch a lot more. Yeah, and this is what I'm going to do, guys. To let you guys know, I'm going to leave on the community tab. I'm going to leave on Discord, and I'll put a video, announcement video, when, like, the day of or whenever, like, hey guys, this is Mugen Lord here. I'm now streaming on Twitch, so you guys will get the video and it'll be fed to you guys. And then is it okay? The video's up. Oh, thanks for the cheer, man. What's up, Locust? We're on Twitch. There's great people on here. So you really on that? He said you two really on that whole shit. He said I gotta re-add Twitch on my phone again. Now that's the thing. Look at this. Like, I got 29 views. Like, I noticed. Like for instance, like yesterday, when I selected Tekken, as the game on Twitch, right? When I selected Tekken as the game that I'm playing, I didn't really get that many Twitch. I didn't get that many stream views at all. But now I picked just chatting. Like, all my streams lately was the just chatting, and I got like 29 people watching. And the 2 nights before, I had 40 people watching. So I'm watching the increase in people watching my stream because I picked the just chatting. But every time I pick a particular game that I'm playing, not many people view. Monster Hunter Rise vids with your bros and pot might help ease back into the algorithm, since trending, provided your pops don't go LTG on them. All right, sweet. All right, so that video, yeah, when y'all guys ask me about who's LTG of the group, I talk about my pops. That's gonna be a video to itself. Me and my brothers talking about, you know, the Monster Hunter life on the PSP back then. That's gonna be a video. I'm gonna post that up. Yeah, and cause you'll be surprised, cause one girl, if you missed it, one chick actually jumped into the stream a couple days ago. Like, oh my god, what did I just jump into? And she stayed and just lurked and listened while we was talking and stuff like that, and she really enjoyed it or whatever. And then I had a couple other people today. I kept meeting new people and just chatting. People was like, yo, what the hell did I just walk into? And they stick around. See, it's going. I'm at 30 right now. It's still going up. Yeah, just chatting does better than people that plays video games. Because again, there's making preparations for a movie, and then there's preparation for a 7-hour stream. What's up, Grant? Is that it'll be fitting if the final YouTube stream would be Mugen recreating how to make Mugen characters part 1 with his he has here. The days of gaming and streaming are done. Just chatting is the new thing, I guess. Siri, what the fuck is this ad? Well, the thing is, even on my just chatting stream, I'll be playing games. So don't worry about that. I'll be playing video games on the just chatting streams too. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Say y'all, they're penalizing me because y'all have lives. You know, I do not expect y'all to sit through my whole entire stream, because guess what? I don't do that with my favorite content creator and sit through their entire stream. So I do not expect y'all to do that. And matter of fact, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that y'all even sit around for 5 minutes, because I really didn't think that you guys really are entertained by me. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous for streaming, not because it's live. It's for the fact is I see a lot of streamers who stream and no one goes into their stream at all, and they're just entertaining nobody, and just it just looks silly, or it's embarrassing that, man, like, am I not entertaining, or my personality don't sit out? So I was afraid of that. And it took me a while to want to stream because, like, I didn't want to look at no one, just streaming and no one is, like, watching, People have lives. YouTube fails to realize that. So I'm going to have to just chatting on my streams on Twitch then. Yeah, rude. Say pay attention with. I don't know if you can play games while you just. Oh, okay. All right, Multi Dave. There's a ton of platforms out there. YouTube doesn't have to be one of them. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, Derp. I'm thinking about D Live as well. I'll probably use Restream for all those different ones, but not the YouTube. So my guy going to live stream that cabinet for the boys. Oh yeah, I want to do that. I do want to do that too. I'm gonna have to get a better. I wanted to live stream me playing this at one time. I wanted to get a. I probably want to extend my webcam cable or something like that. I'm gonna do something where you guys will be able to see me play on the cabinet as well. Someone better give him enough subs for a hot tub stream. Oh my god, you guys are so stupid. You guys are so stupid. Yeah, so I don't know. After finding out this information, I'm even more motivated to push my channel even farther to get out of this graveyard. Tonight is a nice night. It's raining real heavy right now. The rain hitting the window and stuff. I like that. We having a rainstorm, a thunderstorm. This game you play is Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I never had Iceborne. I was playing Monster Hunter World, but I never had Iceborne. He said maybe Friday night funking content. It's rain over here too. Yeah. Needs more hot dust. Shut up, Derpy. Yeah. Check out my video phone. I explain everything. YouTube streaming is one of the main reasons why my YouTube channel is dying. I explain it. Go check it when you on your free time phone. I explain everything why I have to go Twitch. Well, Twitch, Facebook, everything that's not YouTube. I'm gonna stream on multiple different platforms, but YouTube is not the place I have to do it. He said we Twitch boys now. System is trash. I had to hurry up and buy my drinks. I don't drink alcohol beverages before it started. He said, "What did they do, Corey Animix?" Yeah, man. So when you get a chance, phone, check out. I explain why I'm making that drastic move. But it's still not going to affect YouTube. I'm gonna put all the archives on. I'll put the topics of the videos from the archive streams on here, so you won't be missing that. Who watching on both though for the double support? I need to get into Iceborne. Like, at this point, I might as not even get to World because I'm waiting on my copy of Rise. They said my Rise should be here. It should be here by tomorrow. So, but yeah, it's my birthday and I got Bravely Default 2 for the Switch. I grabbed this, and I don't even know when I'm gonna. I don't even know when I'm gonna play this, but I had to grab it. And my brother DX Strike, I'm glad he bought this. He bought me Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I love the movie. I seen the movie twice in the movie theaters. I saw it with my bros, and then I saw it with my daughter. Took my daughter to go see it. But I always kept trying to. Like when it comes to my favorite movies, like I said in the video, when it comes to my favorite movies, I always keep saying I'm going to buy it, but I never go out and buy them. I always procrastinate. So I'm glad DX Strike got it for me because I've been was supposed to grab it, but kept procrastinating and never ended up buying it. So I'm glad he got that for me. Keo Lancer is going to get me Crash Bandicoot 4 for the PS5. He's getting that for me. So that's essentially, and I'm gonna get Half-Life Alyx, for my Oculus. Yeah, it still haven't came, Derpy. I know, man. It sucks. I really want to play, and now I'm hyped because my brother Keo Lancer and his squad is back. Everybody I know is playing this game. What's up, Rob? What's going on? I'm out of cash right now. I'll upgrade my setup when Rise come out at the worst time. Look, Colliberg, that upgrade is way more. Your upgrading your setup is way more important than getting Rise. Just get your upgrade, and then when you got the money, just get it. Get Rise. Is that on Steam? What on Steam? Do I still play Mugen? Yeah, I play. I like. I only the only time I play Mugen is uh when I make a video to upload like a match or something like that, or when I was streaming Mugen. He's ascended. He's the Mugen Lord. Now, what you mean by what on Steam? Grant, what you talking about? What you referring to? Like Monster on the Rise, or said Twitch is 40% downloaded. Okay. Rise is fun. Hopefully, I can upgrade and help out Kyo more. Come to think of it, yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I definitely want to play with you guys, man. No, Rise is not on Steam. It's a Switch exclusive. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. My setup, my PC. I have a RTX 2080. Yeah, I have a 2080. I have 16 gigs of RAM, which I'm upgrading this week. Because FedEx sucks. Because my computer guy already ordered the RAM and still didn't get her yet. So I'm upgrading from a 16 to 32 gigs of RAM. But right now I currently have a RTX 2080. I have 16 gigs of RAM, and I have an i7. I just upgraded my processor because I had an i5. No, I actually had an i3 first, and then the year before last year, I upgraded to an i5, and now I'm finally i7. Now I'm not going through any issues with the streams, with my streams no more, just like crapping out on me. But yeah, consider bringing back Mugen Fades when Twitch is good enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do Mugen Fades. I'm gonna do Mugen Fades. YouTube really needs to change its retention policy regarding live streams. Yeah, my PSU is shipped with FedEx, and yeah, FedEx is really trash right now. FedEx with delivery is really bad right now, and of course the post office is really bad too with it. Like UPS and like and Amazon are the only ones that's really doing good with bringing stuff on time. But I'm waiting on my RAM to get here so I can upgrade to 32 gigabytes. I started out with a GTX 1070 Ti, and then I upgraded to a 2080. Okay, Grant. He said fat ass. Get that card and two main drives. I have two main drives. I have a regular hard drive, which is like 2 terabytes, and then I have a 500 gigabyte SSD. I have that. My SSD has Windows 10, and my other hard drive has Windows 7. What do I think of my Eichmann? Eichmann, I like Eichmann because you're able to play online with it. But now you really don't need Eichmann when you got Parsec now. With Parsec, I can play Mugen online with any of you guys. So what do I need to go to Eichmann for? Oh yeah, it would definitely make a difference. The RAM, like as far especially with streaming, because the streaming uses up the CPU and uses up your memory as well. So making 32, making it adding it up from 16 to 32, it'll definitely help out a lot. It will help out my streaming and will help out. It'll also boost up and give me a consistent like over 60 FPS for my 3D hentai stuff that I work on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. J Red. Yeah. So that's what that's my rig is really good. I like my rig. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna hold this 2080 for. And the thing is, every time I upgrade, I still have my other parts, so I'm gonna use those other parts just to rebuild it and make another PC. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I see the thing is like I'm still learning. I'm still trying to like I said, my computer guy that I've been going to ever since I was young. This Chinese guy who owns a his own shop and stuff. And he always been looking out for us, looking out for me ever, for a long time. So he always explains to me the differences and stuff. I'm gonna eventually build my own PC, but I got too many hobbies right now. I have too many hobbies, and trying to get into building my own, that'd be something else that I would like to sit down and learn and stuff. Because I know how to install a graphics card. I know how to put in RAM. I even know how to put in a processor. I know I learned a little bit of that stuff through with my Dell when I was upgrading and stuff like that or whatever. But I never really put in a motherboard. I never tried any of that stuff before. But I know it won't be. It's not hard or whatever like that. But it's just something else that. Thanks, Future Age. Oh, bro, thanks, bro. And I'm investing in the i9. Yeah, like 370 isn't HP. Oh, thanks, crossover lover. Appreciate it. Thanks, Dope Styles. What's going on? I gotta get back into doing that. Building is fun. I built 2 PCs. Yeah, like right now I got so many. My i5 is right here. My i5 from my rig is right here. I still got my 1070, and every time I keep upgrading this, I still got my parts left over. So I'm gonna just take that and just build another PC so I can have 2 rigs whenever I want to use it for other things and stuff like that. But that's when I move into the 8-bedroom house that my father bought. He's once we get the 8-bedroom house fixed up, like when I told, I don't remember if I told y'all. For some of y'all who wasn't here, we have an 8-bedroom house. We had it for about 8 years now, but the house needed a lot of work. They couldn't sell. The realtors couldn't get rid of it because the housing market at the time too was bad, and people didn't, because of the economy and stuff. People didn't have money, and they was trying to sell it to my dad. They wanted like $200,000 or $180,000 or something like that or whatever. So my dad said, "No, I'm not paying that, and this house needs a lot of work." So let me tell you something. When it comes to like making negotiations, like with houses or cars, if you can give them cash out your pocket, they'll take the cash and don't care, and they're willing to negotiate. So my dad said, "No, how about this? I'll give y'all 80,000 cash." And he said 80,000 cash. All right. So my dad gave him 80,000 cash. So we got like an 8-bedroom house, but it needs work. My dad's a contractor. He does carpentry, he does plumbing, he does electrical work and everything. So the work is not an issue. My dad can do the work, So he said ray tracing is future. During the PS5 live stream showing the PC dudes were saying they're already on PC. So yeah, that's what's going on. We got an 8-bedroom house, so we already picked out our rooms already. Now we gotta get the work done. So my dad's gonna be working on it this year. We'll probably be moving into it by early next year. We'll probably be moving into it. So I have a bigger room. So I'll be able to hook up certain things. So I may be able to hook up two different rigs and stuff like that. Yo, what's up, Anime Legend? What's going on? So what I did mess up with my new builds is I screwed up my Asus ROG Formula motherboard. He said bracket. The one and only Anime Legend was good. What's up, Chris? Yeah, so yeah, I do want to build my own PC, but I believe once I move into, because I also want to build my own cabinets too. Like I'm gonna buy another Arcade 1-Up cabinet, and I'm gonna mod that one and add all these games and stuff in it. I hope you get out of the graveyard of YouTube and get back on track. We will help you out. Thanks, Shadow. What's going on in the back? Oh, my brother's playing Monster Hunter downstairs. Yeah, like you always gonna hear noise in my house. My brothers in them are fiends. My brother DX Strike is working on shirts and stuff like that downstairs, because we have like this machine. We make shirts. Like, we sell shirts and stuff. Like for those of you who are interested and you want to get your like custom shirts made and stuff like that, you definitely can check out my brother Keo Lancer. It's called Keo Strikes. Keo Lancer and DX Strike got their own t-shirt business. They make custom shirts. I got my own, like I said, I got my own Mugen Lord shirts and stuff like that. You can go check out a lot of their work. And my brother and them's making a lot of money because content creators are now hiring my brother and my brothers or whatever like that. to make like banners, overlays, and make T-shirts of their brands and stuff like that. So I'll post a link. I'll post the link here if you guys want to check out their stuff. If you want to buy anything from them or whatever, and if you have a custom design or you want something made into a shirt, we got another machine to make mugs, so we could be able to make mugs. So I'm gonna have Mugen TV mugs and all this other type of stuff, and then we get in a machine to make our own posters. So I'm gonna start be able to make our own posters at home. Let me see. The screw was pointed down and dented my compactor. Wow. The motherboard I got can do Bitcoin mining, so I might try something with that in the future. See you off YouTube, but Twitch gonna boot you because you're too woke. Oh yeah. How much you gonna sell that Xbox or PS5 for? I'm not selling that. These my babies right here. I ain't never selling that. You said I went to college for computers to learn how to build computers, but I will tell you that YouTube is easier and cheaper. Don't spend money to learn how to do something. Yeah, that's something I've always been preaching. You don't have to go to school for a lot of this stuff no more. When you got search engines and you got stuff like YouTube, you don't have to go to school no more. YouTube taught you, like, dude, YouTube taught me how to edit videos. It taught me filming and lighting strategies. It taught me everything. Like, don't waste money. I like Boruto, but my hero's the best. Okay. Thanks, Chris, for the happy birthday. I just got Samurai Showdown Special Edition on Xbox Series X. How's live over that side? You said how you said, would you say that again, dope? Mugen Lord merch making it wave right now. Yeah, I got Mugen Lord. I got Mugen TV sweatpants. I got Mugen TV hoodies. And I got Mugen TV t-shirt and stuff. It's okay, Cook. It's a new lagging. Cool. YouTube told me how to take apart and piece back together my Wii U gamepad. See, yeah. Did you write the... Oh, we watching that tonight. That's why I said, like, once dinner and stuff is ready, because we having crabs and we having shrimp tonight, and my father's cooking some chicken and some vegetables and stuff like that to go along with it. And we're going to be watching the Snyder Cut. So that's why I'm streaming until it's time for us to really get started to go eat and everything. Oh, yeah. And then happy birthday, dude. You look great for your 30s. Jealous of that hair. Thanks, Nelson. Thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah, 30. Yep, I'm 34, man. 34. Yeah, YouTube is school. You can learn everything from YouTube. 50 watt PSU that I had. Yeah, well, like I told you, YouTube taught my dad how to like I said, it was something wrong with my car. When I had the Altima, the black Altima, back a few years ago. And like I said, my dad he know he tinkers with cars and stuff like that when he was growing up as a young man and stuff like that. But there's some things that my dad can't tinker with because you need a mechanic, or you have to be actually like a hardcore mechanic. But YouTube showed my dad how to get into it, but it meant that my dad had to tear my car apart to get the piece that he needed to get out of it to replace it. And YouTube showed my dad how to do it. So I'm sitting there helping my dad with the tools and stuff like that. He got inside. We ordered the part, and then he had to put it in, and then the issue was we had to figure out how to put it all back together. He went back online, figured it out, put it back together. My car was good. Okay, Grant. Same with my dad's uncle. Teach him to be a mechanic at 7 years old. He fixed some people's cars. Yup. YouTube does that, man. Like YouTube, you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot off of YouTube, man. So you don't really have to go to college or. Oh, he said, yeah, Polio. I'm 34, bro. 34. My daughter turned 12 Friday, so we celebrating our birthdays together. So no more heroes. Next time, record your dad. Oh yeah. Most definitely. In order for YouTube to be saved, is two things. One, YouTube breaks with Google, and after that, which is two, kills. I'm not gonna say that one because YouTube would try to get me with that. But if you break from Google, YouTube is gonna be in trouble if they break from Google. The reason why YouTube is so successful and so big, Google got billions and maybe trillions of dollars to provide the servers. This is why YouTube, that's why everyone's having a hard time competing with YouTube, is because Google provides the servers. Like, that's why. If YouTube break away from Google, YouTube is in trouble. And YouTube pretty much controls the world. What's up, Scarface? Anime kind of what? Yeah, that's why I could. Yeah, you hear him very. I can't. I couldn't read that out loud. Do you play Beat Saber? I had the demo. I haven't bought it. I had because. Well, I should buy it now. It's fun. But I've been playing the boxing rhythm game for the exercise, and it's like Beat Saber, but with boxing, you do hook shots, you do straight jabs and stuff like that, and you burning calories. So YouTube is like Sega. I'll be back. I gotta watch your new video. Okay, Demarcus. I mean, if you guys want to see reactions, it's up to y'all. What do y'all want to see? Yeah, watch the video, Aaron. I explain why I'm moving to Twitch. Like, no, I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm just, my Twitch streaming is only, my streaming is going to be strictly Twitch and other platforms. YouTube is not the place. So you got the Mountain on the Rise demo? Yo, Nova's stupid. But yeah, I mean, if I want to see reactions and stuff, then nah, bro. If YouTube broke from Google, they wouldn't be able to ignore most of the time anymore. They wouldn't be able to allow it time. Oh yeah, like because I've done Mugen tutorials, Locust, because I'm pretty much done with the tutorials, man. I'm done with that because I'm not that deeply into Mugen anymore. So I think those days are over. Mugen is leaving YouTube to become. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm only the streaming. I'm still doing YouTube videos. Only the streaming. Please don't give the wrong signal to everybody. No, I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm still uploading videos on YouTube. I'm still having YouTube content. It's just when it comes to streaming, I won't be streaming on the YouTube platform. I'm on a multi-stream and do all these other streams on multiple other platforms, but not YouTube. And I explain why in the video. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out right now. Are you gonna make another rant episode for my man episode? Yeah. This week we'll watch another episode for my man. We'll try to find some white guys in the next couple of videos as well, so you guys can check that out on the my man. Because I know a lot of you guys say, yo, we want to see some variety, not just black guys in these for my man videos. So I'm gonna look through it and see if we can find some with some white guys and stuff. We'll be able to upload porn too. Exactly, Rob. You got a point with that. Mugen on his way to become the biggest virtual fighter streamer. Like, where is this of all time before the new game drops? Where is this coming from, Vir? Because remember, if you guys remember, YouTube used to allow porn a long time ago. Before people who knew what YouTube was, YouTube had porn on it. Wait, so by you explaining that, though, that means you leaving YouTube? No. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube. No, I'm only streaming on YouTube. I'm not streaming on YouTube no more. I'm still uploading videos on YouTube. I'm still doing my regular content for YouTube. I'm just not streaming on YouTube no more. I'm only streaming on Twitch. So when I'm finished streaming on Twitch, I will take the archive from Twitch, chop them up into videos, and put them on YouTube. So you'll still be able to catch those hot moments or those dope moments from the streams on my YouTube. They'll just be regular videos. Yeah, the YouTube originally had porn on it. Nova, stop. Don't patrol it. You about to become the world's #1 Yakuza series streamer. Yo, you guys are I love you guys because you guys are stupid. Yo guys keep cracking me up, yo. Where y'all get these ideas like the #1 virtual fighter streamer or Yakuza? So take a shot every time you hear you're leaving YouTube. He said back when Hillary had some back dope style stupid. What's up, Kazama? Yeah, like he said, do you play Street Fighter? Yeah, I play Street Fighter. Yup. I definitely play Street Fighter. Yeah, because those streamers they already knew the deal. They already knew what was going on. They figured out the algorithm. That's why they keep their streaming separate from their YouTubing. Vengeance is stupid. Vengeance is stupid. Oh my god. But yeah, right now, everybody's wondering what's going to happen between these two consoles this generation. I think this console generation is going to be pretty interesting because the Xbox Series X, these new acquisitions, the Xbox Game Pass is really doing good for itself. And I'm not gonna lie, like some people might accuse me of being a Sega fanboy, not Sega fanboy, Xbox fanboy, which I'm not because I own all the consoles. Like I own them all, from the Nintendo Switch and stuff like that. And the Xbox Series X, I always said that. I always said this. I didn't get an Xbox One. Xbox 360, that generation with the Xbox 360, favorite console. Loved the Xbox 360. Loved it. All my friends had an Xbox 360. I did my live gatherings with the Xbox 360. They just had the library, the multiplats, and everything that I just enjoy about the 360. And they've dropped the ball with the Xbox One. Now, a lot of the Xbox fans who owns the Xbox One was upset because where are the exclusives? Where are the games? Like, what's going on? We ain't seen anything. And then, of course, you have the Sony fanboys clowning and teasing the Xbox fanboys, saying that you guys got no exclusives. We got exclusives. Y'all constantly waiting for first-party games. But this is what I kept telling in a lot of my videos when I was explaining to Xbox fans. I said, you might as well say the Xbox One is a wrap. Phil Spencer, once he got into play, he already knew that they couldn't salvage the damage with the Xbox One because of what they started off with Dan Matrix when he was in charge, and he was explaining about the whole DRM policy. That whole PR thing was a disaster. So they already hurt themselves, and a lot of Xbox fans left and went to Sony with the PS4 because Sony capitalized on it. So I was telling Xbox fans, you might as well forget about the Xbox One because their eyes are already set on the next Xbox console and whatever that console is going to be. And I said, trust me, guys, I don't know what it is, but I think the next Xbox console is going to be a beast. I think Phil Spencer's in place. Phil Spencer's been doing pretty good. And I was saying that, Sony need to watch out. They can't get arrogant. They're going to have to watch out with the next Xbox because I have a feeling that these guys may make a comeback. And believe it or not, the Xbox Series X is still the beginning. But the fact is, when you can play, you have legacy backwards compatibility. Legacy backwards compatibility. You got something there. You can play every generation of Xbox on here. That all in itself is a good deal, especially for those who never got the Xbox One. If you get the Xbox Series X, you have a big library of games. And if you never bought any Xbox One games, you can buy the Xbox One games. If you have 360 games, you can pop into 360 games. So then you have the Game Pass. Yeah, and the Game Pass, guys, I haven't really touched the Game Pass yet because, like I said, I haven't really touched the PS5 or my Series X most of the time because I've been doing a lot of content creating and just 3D hentai animating and stuff like that. But my brother DX Strike, right? This dude went crazy with the Game Pass. He went freaking crazy with the Game Pass. This dude is constantly downloading games, and he can't even just stick to one game because he's just downloading games. And the Game Pass is Microsoft seen the Game Pass and said, this is going to be the future of gaming. They want this to be the Netflix of gaming, and it's smart. And the reason why the Game Pass is even smarter is because they want to have Xbox on every platform that has the Game Pass, and it's smart. And a lot of people tease Microsoft saying that it's stupid. Like, why would you put your first party exclusives on the PC? They're not worrying about hardware. They just want their services and their games on everything. They want it on your pad. They want it on your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? They want it on your smart TVs. They want it on everything. Especially with the Xbox Live Cloud, the cloud gaming service and stuff. They want it on everything. They want to future proof it. They looking into the future. Now they're clowning Xbox fans, but now you're starting to see Sony starting to try to mimic and try to follow what Microsoft is doing. Not just that, Sony had teamed up with Microsoft so they can use their internet, their servers, and their infrastructures, because Microsoft got it on lock. Microsoft's not just a game company; they're a giant corporation. They got money. Microsoft got fuck you money, you know. So with the Game Pass is dope, and not just that, it also is a twofold benefit. It not only benefits the consumer, because guess what? There's some games that I don't even want to spend $60 on. Like, I mean, I'll never play this. But if they announce it for Game Pass, I already have the Game Pass. All right, I'll play it. I'll give it a try. So it's a twofold thing, because now think about this. You got some developers. Say for instance they create a new IP, and this IP is maybe a risk, right? Now, if they charge you $60, some people may not even take that chance to pay $60, right? But if you get it on the Game Pass and play it, that increased their player base. And not only that, if the game has DLC and microtransactions, people are going to invest in it. It's because they can play it on the Game Pass, and then you have the other people who pay $60 for the game. And on top of that, the DLC or microtransactions or whatever. You know, the Game Pass was a smart move. And then we're going to get into that topic next. And not just that, you also, the acquisitions of all these different studios. Now, people saying that Microsoft is ruining the studios by acquiring them because they're not going to do nothing. You got to remember, you got Phil Spencer in there. Yeah, people always go back and use Rare as an example, how they bought Rare and Rare got dissolved and stuff like that. That's when Microsoft didn't know what the hell they were doing. But I have faith with the new studios like Ninja Theory, Bethesda, and all the other studios that they bought. They have like a total of 9 or 10 studios now or whatever like that. What they're doing is they're letting these studios continue to do what they do, but now they have the backing, the funding, and all the money that they need in order to make bigger games, expansive games, and stuff like that. So it's smart. And the crazy thing is, too, like, I don't understand why fanboys didn't think that them acquiring Bethesda, and they was just assuming that there's no way in the world Microsoft is going to allow Bethesda titles to only be exclusive. I mean, you gotta be a fucking idiot if you didn't think that they were gonna spend $7.9 billion, right? Just for them to still allow their competitors to still have these games. You must be a fucking moron to even think that. I don't know why Sony fanboys was so delusional when it came to that. So, well, he did say that it's a case-by-case basis. I might think about it. If there's already games by Bethesda that's in the works already, and that was promised to be on the PS5 or multi-plat, Microsoft want to respect those contracts. So that's the case by case, you know? So you're not going to touch the games that was already coming out for the other platforms. But any future titles that's outside those contracts, they're all going to be exclusive to Microsoft. You're going to have the Elder Scrolls series, which I'm not really a big fan of the Elder Scrolls games. And that's because of how I've never liked the engine or anything like that. And to me, graphically or the games, I just didn't really like them too much. But then you also have Doom. Like, Doom is now exclusive to the Xbox. That's crazy. And I always see Microsoft, every time I hear Microsoft, I think about the PC. So a lot of these games remind me of just the PC games anyway. You know? So that acquisition was huge. And I'm surprised. Get that. 1 second. There we go. And I'm surprised that people were surprised about that. You know? And Halo Infinite. People saying, well, Halo Infinite. Xbox Series X is in trouble because they don't have any, big launch titles. But guess what? The PS5 don't really have any big launch titles. What? Spider-Man Miles Morales? That's a cross-generational game. What? Demon Souls for PS5? Yeah, it's a nice looking game. Demon Souls are good, but it's just nothing but a remake of something that already exists on previous consoles and stuff like that. And then you get Godfall. That game was trash. You mean God ass? Cause that game was trash, and I always thought it was going to be trash anyway. So Godfall. So the PS5 really don't have nothing. So if you bought a PS5 today, you're going to be playing PS4 games. That's what I did. I was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, my second playthrough on it. I was more so playing my PS4 games on my PS5. And, come on. The same thing with the Xbox Series X. Right now, there's nothing to demonstrate and or games that's going to be purely exclusive to these consoles and to a year or two in. And Phil Spencer said we're not worried about it because most people don't transition over to the next gen consoles until 2 years into the life cycle of the next gen consoles. So he wasn't worried about that. So by next year, we're going to start seeing a lot of exclusives to the Xbox Series X. We're going to start seeing them, So the Xbox Series X, I really believe they're going to be a force to reckon with. They're going to be, I think Xbox is going to really do good this generation. And if Sony not careful, they may lose the lead. Now, we're going to move on from the Xbox Series X, and we're going to talk about Sony now. We're going to move on to Sony. We're going to talk about the PS5. We're going to talk about the PS5. Now, the thing about the PS5, I love the controller. Don't get me wrong. The only thing I don't really like is because it has more of the white than it has the black. And the reason why the white looks dope on a lot of stuff, but the problem about white gets dirty and you can see the dirt. No matter like back here, you can see the dirt from or whatever like that. And I hate this is because I have to constantly keep wiping it down and stuff like that, and it gets dirty over time. And it has this piss yellow color after a while, and that's the only thing is the color choice. If they swapped it, made this black and had that white, I think that would be pretty cool too, or something like that. I don't know, but the PS5 itself, this machine is big as hell. Like the PS5, this thing is huge. This thing is freaking huge, yo. Like, they didn't know, Sony don't know how to condense their technology or something like that, and the horsepower they have into it. But the PS5, it feels good. I love the controllers. The menu system is really no different. Same thing with the Xbox Series X, no different and stuff like that. But if Sony gets too arrogant because of how successful they are with the PS4, they can really drop the ball. What's going on with Sony? Sony's doing this thing with this whole woke. They woke now. They're getting woke. Because if you don't know, Sony now moved their main headquarters to California, I believe. Sony is starting to become more of an American company, and a lot of these politics, this woke stuff is now seeping into Sony, and Sony doing a lot of censoring, and a lot of Japanese developers are really getting upset with Sony for all these censorships and requirements that they need them to do with their games before allowing them on the Sony platform. It's getting to the point where developers are only releasing some of their games on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm surprised Nintendo Switch. Nintendo changed their whole practice when it comes to these type of games. They're accepting it on the Switch. The Switch getting a lot of these games. And then they also now considering, Japanese developers are now going over to the Xbox Series X to put some of those games that Sony's is giving them a hard time to put on their PS5 and stuff like that. Also, if Sony don't embrace cross platform, because Nintendo and Microsoft is all for cross platform play. If Sony gets stubborn this generation with it, more people's going to want to go over to those other platforms and be able to play with their friends, to play cross-plat with PC, Switch, and the Xbox, where everybody can play nicely together in this one big online ecosystem for multiplayer games and stuff like that. So if Sony doesn't clean up their act with censorship, if they don't accept cross-platform play, which they was giving the developers a hard time about that on during the PS4 era. So if they don't fix that, that would definitely hurt them. But they do have the games. Now, people don't gotta understand. Well, if Microsoft is making all these acquisitions and stuff of acquiring all these different companies, Sony should do the same thing. People fail to realize just because Sony is successful with the PS5, they're not like Microsoft. Microsoft and Sony are on a totally different level. Totally different level. He said, "Hold on, Xbox is record of acquiring studios and still making games multiplayer. So no, it's not completely moronic. I ain't cycle knots. Double fine. Required acquiring studios. Biggest console ever made. Sony will be running out exclusive ideas in part 3. Again, you got to remember that both companies had experience with electronics. Sony will focus on fighting games after Evo, probably. We'll talk about the Evo we'll talk about Evo in a second. Let me see. Smash almost done. Why? Almost done. Why not Sony reveal PlayStation All Stars? All right. So I'll explain. I'll talk about all that. So what happened was, now after that, right? So now we got that out of the way. The thing is, Sony, if these guys don't play, if they don't play, I guess you could say, well with others, that's gonna shoot them in the foot if they don't play well with others. Another thing too is when it comes to these acquisitions, Sony don't have money like that. Yeah, they're successful with the consoles, but they don't have money they don't have fuck you money like Microsoft does. They don't. Microsoft with the Xbox was they had surplus fuck you money of $70 billion. They spent $7.9 billion and made the money back after they made the acquisition with Bethesda. Sony don't have that money. They don't have that money to go around acquiring companies. They don't have that. So Sony fanboys need to cut that out because they're like Microsoft is a giant compared to Sony when it comes to the money. When it comes to that wallet size, they're not even on their level. But like I said, if Sony don't play well this generation, they're going to lag behind. Right now, Nintendo Switch is dominating right now. They're dominating, and they strategically put themselves in the right spot with the Switch, with the way they release it and everything. And they don't have to come out with a Switch 2 right away. Right now, they're going to come out with a Switch Pro. That's what the rumors are saying, and now it's starting to become more and more true because of the leaks and with Nintendo been slipping up about, we're going to get a Switch Pro, so they don't need to do the Switch 2 yet. Cause they can spend time crafting the Switch 2, how they want the Switch 2 to be, but a Pro would suffice, because they'll be able to get all those games that the PS5 and Xbox Series X get. But we'll get into deeper when you talk about Nintendo. But like I said, I'm a gamer. I go where the games are, and that's why I buy all of the consoles. So it doesn't matter to me. If all companies do well, that's fine. That's a celebration for gamers in general. You want all these companies to do well. That's why this allegiance to, to Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo is stupid. Like, this whole allegiance to these companies are stupid for plastic. You would want a lot of these games to go over now, unless it's first party. That's different. First party, if you're a first party studio owned or like that makes sense. If Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo are first party, of course they're going to want their games to be on their platform. But third party, in my opinion, should always go to be multi-plat unless the hardware can't handle it. That's different, Oh, thanks, Paradox. It's plausible. So, but I've been loving my Switch now since I got it. I bet you are, Caliber. Basically, Sony is Scrappy Doo and Microsoft is Clifford. Yo, shut up, PJ. He said Nintendo needs to spend the fuck you money improving their online infrastructure. Of course, yeah, I'm telling you, PJ. But they have IPs from third parties. Same with my own a gaming PC, Switch, PS4, and stuff. Yeah. He said, imagine how many characters Sony's can with that game. So, I see a lot of you guys talk about PlayStation All-Stars. I think PlayStation All-Stars 2 should be perfect right about now for the PlayStation 5. Now, the thing is, with PlayStation All-Stars 2, and this is what I said before numerous of times, I said with PlayStation All-Stars 2, if they do one, which I think most likely they will, my problem with PlayStation All-Stars 1 is that there was no cohesion with the art style. It really seemed like it was a licensed Mugen game, because they essentially ripped out the characters from each of their games, and however their art style was, you know what I'm saying, with whatever game they came out with, and they just threw them in the game. It was so much clashing of art styles, it was stupid. Like, you had Parappa the Rapper, this cartoon paper character, next to Nathan Drake, who's a full grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Rendered in more of a realistic, art style or whatever like that. They need an art style that has some cohesion to it. Because you look at Smash Brothers, Solid Snake hearing Solid Snake being in Smash sounds stupid, and would look stupid if you took Solid Snake how he looked in the PlayStation games, and then you put him next to Mario, who's more of a cartoon-like character. It would look stupid. But since they have a cohesive art style, Solid Snake, it doesn't look weird at all. It looks like he belongs in that world of Smash. They need to figure out a cohesive art style and an art direction to go with on PlayStation All-Stars 2 if they decide to do one. So everybody, you could sit Kratos next to Ratchet and Clank, because, like I said, it looked so stupid seeing Fat Princess, which I didn't know who the heck that character was. He said, then you going to put Abby in from... Yeah! Like, he said V... Let me see. Oh my God. He said, shut up, V. That's my home. That's my homie Vinac from college. No, not college, from high school. So, Fat Princess was the PS3 and PSP game. Yeah, like, I knew nothing about Fat Princess. And the thing was... What made me upset about PlayStation All-Stars, the first one, was the character selection. Like, Sony has a whole legacy, and they kept choosing the most current, like, franchises. And why Nintendo Smash Brothers worked too is because all the characters has this cartoon or anime aesthetic to it and stuff like that. These look like video game characters brawling out with each other. But when you look at the Sony side of things with PlayStation All-Stars, all these characters look like realistic characters. You know what I'm saying? They don't really stand. It just looks so jumbled up and like a hot mess. You have cartoon characters like Jack standing up against like Kratos or Nathan Drake, and then Colonel Raddick from, you know, Killzone and stuff like that. It's just, there was no cohesion. Like, everybody looked so out of place next to each other and stuff. And if they figure out what to do with that, and make and use more first party Sony characters and put in there, it would work. But you have a lot of characters that were from third parties that were also multi-plat, but they put them on PlayStation All-Stars. And the thing was, I liked the combos. I liked the gameplay. The only thing I didn't like about the gameplay was how you score and how you win in PlayStation All-Stars. They based everything around supers, which was the stupidest thing you can possibly do with PlayStation All-Stars or any type of fighting game or competitive game. Because, you know, supers in most competitive fighting games are stupidly broken at times, and it's also a combat mechanic which most competitive players can't stand, and most time it brings a lot of unbalanced factors and variables into a fighting game, and then you base scoring and taking a person's stock off of supers, because then you have to the point where some people have better supers than others. So you have level 1 supers, level 2 supers, and level 3s. You had some characters who had level 1s that was much more feasible and was much more broken than their level 3s. So then you have another character who level 1 suck and level 2 suck. So to be effective in combat, you have to combo and try to rack up as much damage as possible just to get to a level 3. And if your opponent has a character who has a better level 1, then you have to, it brought an unfair advantage. I have to get to a level 3 in order to score a kill on my opponent, while my opponent can, all he or she needs is a level 1, and they can just take me out instantly. And that was the crazy part about it. Like, you should have Alundra in there. You should have Robert from Jumping Flash in there. You should have Toomba in there. You should have Captain Blasto in there. You should have Jersey Devil in there. You should have a bunch of these characters that was around during the PS1 era that stuck out. You know what I'm saying? And they dropped the ball with that. Sweet Tooth design for MK11. Yeah, he says. Yeah, Gex wasn't in there. Johnny and the Bazooka Tone from PS1, he wasn't in there. What's up, Rod? Yeah, man. So they really dropped the ball. So hopefully they fix the gameplay mechanics in PlayStation All-Stars, and for the love of God, please fix the stages. I hated the crossover stages in PlayStation All-Stars. It was so stupid. Hot Shot Golf and Jack and Daxter stage? What? Resistance and Parappa the Rapper crossover? What? God of War and Ratchet and Clank crossover stage? It made no sense. Wipeout and Heavenly Sword? That makes no sense. What's up, Ryu? Crazy. It's crazy. Freaking crazy. He knows he likes saying it. Oh my God. Don't pay V no mind. I always ignore him. Well, they was going to put Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 instead of Cloud at one point. If I bring cake, V. Okay, Shadow. But yeah, man. Like, I believe it's the perfect time to bring out PlayStation All Stars. It's in my phone, I swear to God. But yeah, man, they gotta fix that. But Sony PS5, I know it's gonna have some good games. Not even worry about it. And then of course, Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch, like as far as sales performance and just and overall in general, like Nintendo Switch is just killing it right now. Yeah, Dart was supposed to be in it, but they discontinued the game after that. Oh, I enjoyed PlayStation All Stars. I did. But yeah. So the Nintendo Switch, man, Nintendo Switch is really doing good. Like they just like especially at the launch, that launch year for Nintendo Switch, they had what did they drop? They dropped Breath of the Wild. They dropped Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and a couple other games. They were big sellers. Like they came out swinging really hard. And then that following year we got the teaser and everything to Smash Bros. Ultimate. So they were just racking up games left and right. They were just dropping games left and right. And the thing is, I found myself playing the Switch a lot. But like I said, my PS4 at the time was more so my console for fighting games. But the Nintendo Switch, I have a crap ton of Nintendo Switch games. And the fact is, it's a hybrid. It's a handheld and it's a console at the same time. You know, so it's satisfying both demographics and stuff like that, and it really works out, and they really have good games. And I like the fact is that they put in is like the Nintendo Switch is more like the indie console. Like a lot of indie developers are dropping a lot of games on there, and because it's handheld as well, you can go pretty much play it anywhere on the go. That's the thing that's doing it. You able to have that AAA experience on the go, and you can carry it back home and continue that AAA experience. So it was really something smart that they did. And now that the rumors of the the rumor of the Nintendo Switch Pro, it's like it's these games 4K gaming, and also we're gonna start having seeing more games at 60 frames per second on Nintendo Switch Pro. Like, bro. And you can play it handheld, and I'm not a handheld dude. I'm also play it docked. But for those who play on the go or play handheld all the time, they're getting that experience on the go, anywhere. So they found something that worked, and they're going to try to keep that momentum going. And right now, the PS5 right now is the lowest selling console, PlayStation console in Japan right now. So I guess you're a hybrid also. Said Mugen, did you switch your fighters from PS4 to PC as well? Well, I didn't put all my fighters on PC because the thing about that, I have to rebuy everything, even including the DLC, and that's expensive, man. Especially if the fighter been around for so long that you spend over a couple $100 just for that game and all that stuff. Especially if you invested all the DLC on your consoles and stuff, and now you have to reinvest in it again on your PC, and that's the only thing I haven't fully converted over yet. It's going to take time. I'm not spending all that money on the same game and hundreds of dollars and stuff to get everything back. Yeah, Japan is all about that mobile. They shine best when they make brand new games. Yeah, see, the Nintendo Switch does when they built games from the ground up for the Switch, which is smart. When they built from the ground up, Switch always their games, then the quality of the games is even better because it's built from the ground up, and they know what they're working with the. Thanks for the follow, Kimmy. They know what they're working with when it comes to the hardware and stuff, so they can get the best performance and they can get the best quality of from their console, from the Nintendo Switch console, when they build the games from scratch. So once this Pro come out, man, this Nintendo Switch Pro come out, I can't wait to see how much of an effect, of a positive impact that it may have and stuff. So I can't wait, bro. That's gonna be pretty cool. So everybody wants V from Cyberpunk. Yeah, man. Talking about talking about the main character. That's said I don't feel the PS5 is worth purchasing. No, the PS5 is not worth it yet. But you know me, I'm a content creator, and plus I love the culture and I love everything about going after the consoles when they first come out. Like I said, it's all about the culture of it. Like I said, like around when these consoles come out or when they're on their way out or whatever like that, I used to love going to like electronic boutique with my dad and my brothers, or going to GameStop, and we go to the pre-order the game. You see other gamers there looking forward to it, and we used to sit there with the other gamers, and we used to just chill and just talk about the console and stuff like that. We used to be in GameStop or electronic boutique for hours, just talking to other gamers about the new consoles and stuff, and we just loved it. And also when the console come out overnight, we always used to get in line, and then like I said before, when the Xbox and the GameCube came out, and we was there at the pre-order line, even during the PS2, man. My dad was there with me and my brother, and then there was another father with his son, and my father is talking to his father, and we talking to his sons, and we just talking, man, just having fun, you know, enjoying that experience, grabbing that new console. So it's more so the culture that I enjoy it more than actually grabbing the console itself. When they first come out, Command & Conquer, my dad's a Command & Conquer fiend. Thanks, Reese, for the $5 donation, super chat donation. Your final stream settings? No. It's my final YouTube stream. I'm going strictly Twitch. Go check out my Reese. Check out my my other video. Check out my recent video. I explain why. No, I'm not done with YouTube or anything. I'm not done with streaming. It's just that I'm going over to Twitch, and I don't want to have to keep reiterating it. Just go to that video I just posted, and I explain everything. So it's not bad news. It's still, everything still will be the same. I'm still going to be uploading content on YouTube and everything like that. It's just that I'll be streaming, multi-streaming or whatever on other platforms outside of YouTube. I won't be doing YouTube streaming. Everything will be Twitch and other platforms. And check out that video and I explain why. Now, for those of you who are on Twitch and don't, or who are lurking and, who are lurking on my channel and not saying, on my Twitch or whatever, YouTube. I'll give you my YouTube channel just in case, so you guys can check out my channel. For those of you, shut up, Vengeance. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't confuse everybody. What is everyone talking about? Your final stream? It's not my final stream, V. Don't pay. These guys are trolling. It's not my. It's my final. This is my final YouTube streaming. I'll be strictly going Twitch and other platforms beyond. I explained in my video, if you go to my channel, why I'm doing that. It explains everything. Yeah, it explains everything. It's not your fault, Reese. It's not your fault. But check it out. I explained everything there. Just go check it out. It's not bad news or anything like that. Just go check it out. Oh my God, now you in on the joke there? Oh my God, don't get V started. Do not get him started. He's done with life. Man, I don't even use Twitch. How the hell am I supposed to? Well, I'm on Facebook, but you won't be able to chat on Facebook because Restream had blocked the Facebook app. So, well, you gotta make a Twitch account if you want to troll, man. Make a Twitch account. It helps me out. But yeah, so Nintendo Switch, man, like, it's a good console. It's a good console. It really is. I enjoy the Nintendo Switch. My Nintendo Switch. And I just started getting it. I'm really getting heavily into PC gaming now, and I've been getting a lot of my games now that's multiplayer on PC. Oh my God, Nova! Here we go. Time passed. Past the Mantle V. Facebook is ass. I'm gonna troll on my page. Thanks, Reese. Yeah, so let me throw this. I'm gonna throw this in the trash real quick, guys. Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist with that, with the consoles and stuff. But it's crazy how that Google Stadia just bombed. When it's episode 1 of Yakuza Let's Play Mugen Ally. Well, I will be doing Yakuza, but not the Yakuza that you expect. I got this on Christmas and still haven't opened it. I'm going to be playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. I had it during Christmas, but still haven't opened it yet. I will be streaming this. Cause I'm not really into beat 'em ups like brawlers and stuff like that, like I used to be. I was more so into that when I was a kid. So I never played any Yakuza games. Everybody's telling me to try them and stuff, but I'm an RPG kid. I love RPGs. I'm an RPG guy. So when they did Yakuza Like a Dragon and made it into an RPG, they pulled me into this. So if I end up liking this, I will go back and go on Game Pass and try the Yakuza games for you guys. But yeah, I will be streaming this. I will be streaming this. I also still have this Yeez game for PS4. I'll be playing on my PS5. I bought this over the summer last year and still haven't opened it yet. So you guys will be able to watch me be able to play this as well on stream. I have a lot to like clear. A lot of games, backlogs of games that you guys will be able to witness me playing on stream. So, and as well, let me see. I still haven't opened Octopath Traveler. I had this since launch and still haven't opened this yet. Still haven't opened it. So I got a lot of RPGs to play. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition on Switch. Still in the plastic. Bought that at launch. Still haven't opened that. Dragon's Mark for Death. I'm supposed to be playing this with my brothers, Keel Lancer and DX Strike. I'm waiting for them to buy it too so we can play it. But this is a RPG, action RPG that we can play together on stream. So yeah, I have a lot. Yeah, man, stream your backlogs. That's a good way to get you to clear out your backlog because you're killing two birds with one stone. You're streaming and you're clearing out your backlog. You said just saying it's how good the stories are good. You'll like it. Gotta go make a Twitch account. Oh, thanks, V. Thanks. Yeah, man, like that Google Stadia, bro. That Google Stadia, bro, like. Thanks, Ichigo, for the follow. We doing it, boys. We doing it. We doing it. That's not what you mean. But do you think? So Dragon Mark for Death. Not many people playing that game, especially streaming it. Yeah, so I want to play that with my brothers. Thanks, Ichigo. That's good. Like, we gonna do this, man. We gonna get this Mugen. We gonna get the Mugen TV army up, man. We gonna get this. We gonna get the army. We gonna get this army flowing, man. We gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna do it. He said only 20 hours in the game is still long. Damn. He said can't wait to stream GTA 6 in 2035. Guess I'm just lurking here. Yeah, Tooth. Like I said, if you're a I don't mind if people are lurkers and stuff like that. Like, if lurking is your special ability, lurk it up. You know what I'm saying? But it still helps me out. Yeah, I would love to do a session of Dragon's Mark for Death. And I'm telling you, all my fighting game buddies about you. Thanks, Ichigo. Oh yeah, speaking of Dragon Quest, that's crazy. I have Dragon Quest S for the Nintendo Switch, but I might end up playing it on the Xbox Series X instead through Game Pass. So I haven't even played that yet. Said can't keep my mouth shut or my fingers. Even the lurkers out there, whoever's lurking, I got 37 people in here watching this. If whoever's lurking, I just want to say hello. I know a lot of people who lurk and they just don't talk, and that's fine. But if you want to say hello, feel free to say hello. Don't be shy. Don't be. Cause I know there's a lot of people who are afraid to talk or shy or whatever like that. But for all the lurkers out there, welcome to the stream, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Feel free, if you have any questions, you can ask me anything. Like, don't be afraid to think I'm going to get triggered. I'm not a snowflake. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever questions you have, like, I love people who are curious and want to ask questions and stuff. I think that's how us as human beings get a better understanding of each other. V Money, thanks, bro. I think that's a way for us as human beings to be able to connect and understand each other. And I think that allows us to get over that hurdle of ignorance and stuff like that when we talk. So if any of you are lurking and shy or afraid to say anything, just say hi. You can just say hi and that's it, and that's good enough. You know? If you want to stream Dragon Mark for Death, I have that game as well. You do? Oh, sweet, Tooth. Thanks, bro. I'll let you know. Actual Japanese and no you lurking. Shut up, Vengeance. This dude, V Money. So that's going to be the rundown with that. But man, there's so many games that to catch up on. Yeah. Everybody on it, that it's starting to look good now. It's starting to look good seeing those Twitch logos. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. That's what I'm talking about. And also, as you guys fill up the chat in Twitch, shut up, Cook. As your guys fill up the Twitch chat, that also encourages more people to follow because it shows that, oh man, like what's going on here? Like it's so active here. People also want to go to an active stream. So more people's inclined to join the stream when they see more people chatting and stuff like that. Cook is stupid. Pastel Fuda. What's up? Said yup, and have a conversation as well. Small chats help like this. Yeah. So when more people start seeing people in the chats, more people are inclined because oh man, must be popping in here. Like what's going on? So that definitely helps. That definitely helps out. Okay, Grant. So that's what I think that this is the plan, man. But we're gonna get this YouTube. We're gonna fight the YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna fight hard. I'm gonna fight back, and I'm gonna get out of this YouTube graveyard with my YouTube content. And I'm gonna strike hard with this Twitch streaming and stuff like that. So it's the homie, but he got so many people that it's impossible. Yeah, like that's why. Like yeah, now that's the only drawback to too many people chatting, because I chat once. I chat once on the on Maximilian stream. Like another way how I got a lot of people to chat to come to my streams too, or to my YouTube channel. I would donate. Oh, thanks, Rob. I would donate to a big YouTuber and I would say something in the chat in the message when I donate. So a lot of people say like, "Oh man, oh Mugen Lord, I didn't know you watched this person content." And people would say my name, whoever knows me, and people start asking questions in the chat. Who's Mugen Lord? This, that, and the other. And then people end up typing me up and find me. So I go to my favorite content creators and I would donate to them so people can see my name and or whatever like that. And that's how I can be able to get some of that audience too. He said, if you remember me saying I like a good train wreck when we was talking about Ruby, that last episode came out and I made the decision to call it quits. Really? What happened, Blivy, in that episode? He said let Stadia die low key. Yeah, small chats are better. That is true. Small chats are really good because you better see everybody's chat and stuff. Yo, what's up? What's up, Pastel? What's going on, man? How you been? Yo, what's up? Where It Meets Crazy? What's going on? I'm just now seeing the chat over there, seeing you guys' names and stuff like that. So that's definitely what's going on. So now that I'm doing this, I have to really plan out how I'm going to do these streams, when I'm going to be streaming, so you guys know what to expect when you come into these streams. Then now I really have to really put more focus on my on my YouTube stuff. So then the whole thing about Odyssey having an exclusive fighting game and RPG stuff, I'm going to have to change that a bit because I noticed that still a lot of you guys still won't go over to Odyssey. So what I'm going to do is Odyssey is going to be the platform where it's easier to digest and get the content specific to that genre that you're looking for. So I'm still going to use Odyssey. I still upload on Odyssey. I haven't uploaded on Odyssey in a bit because I haven't really done anything fighting game related or RPG related recently. So that's why I haven't uploaded anything there. But what I'm going to do is I'm still going to upload fighting game stuff and RPG stuff on YouTube, but I will still upload that stuff on Odyssey. So people who just want to see the RPG stuff instead of having to scroll down to look for the RPG stuff, you can just go to my RPG Haven on the Odyssey platform. Matter of fact, I'll put that in the chat now. Oh, wow. All right, let me see. 1 second, guys. I'm about to getting it ready. Odyssey.com. Oh wow, really? One second, I gotta get this. I'm gonna give you my Odyssey links. We can get that in a second. 1 second, guys. All right, cool. Put that here. Copy. All right. Cool. All right, this we're going to do. All right, so we're going to put this here. All right, so I guess we can do this real quick on here. So I'm going to put this here. All right. All right, I'm going to put this here. All right, so this is, let me make sure I got the PC web browser. All right, so this is my Odyssey channel. 1 second, let me charge this pad so I can see the chat on the pad. All right, so this is my Odyssey. This is the Odyssey platform. It's like YouTube. I decided to break my stuff in like certain topics since I love fighting games. I love RPGs. and everything. So I decided to have an alternative too, so where you can digest all of my fighting game content and everything, my RPG content. So this is Odyssey. This is my RPG Haven channel right here. So I haven't uploaded in a while because I haven't really talked about anything RPG related. Like I've been streaming a whole lot lately. But when I start going back to doing my regular uploaded content and stuff like that, you'll start to see this page fill up. But I just started this. This is my RPG Haven Odyssey channel. Got 11 followers and stuff because a lot of you guys came over from my YouTube and came over to show some support. But this is where you can get all my RPG content. Final Fantasy VII Remake related, Phantasy Star. I'm doing my game reviews for the RPGs over here as well. All right, 1 second, my pad for the chat window. 1 second. All right, so yeah. So this is where I have all my content for my RPGs and stuff over here. Now, if you're curious, oh, you never heard of Odyssey? All right, this is how Odyssey works. Odyssey is much different from YouTube, and I think Odyssey is going to end up becoming something big if they stack their cards right, because a lot of big content creators are coming over. And also, too, if you're a content creator, if you have over 300, I think you have to have 300 videos, or I think you have to have 100 subscribers or 300 videos. No, I think you need 100 subscribers, I think. You're able to port over all your videos and sync YouTube to Odyssey. So it's not like you're starting over again. Me, I want to start over again so I know who my audience is. So I don't mind starting over again. But you can sync your YouTube to Odyssey. So all your YouTube videos can come over to Odyssey. And then whatever you upload on YouTube, it automatically goes to Odyssey. This is how it works. It keeps popping up. What's channel point? Keeps popping up. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna go to the chat so you can go check it out. He said, oh, the channel points. I'm gonna explain that in a second. Guys. All right, so this is how it works. Now, what makes this different from YouTube is the fact is that these points right here, right? Oh, you can't see it. Crap. I wish I could. Damn. All right, so there's points over here. I don't feel like moving the box. Damn it. Hold up, guys. I don't feel like moving that box. All right, on the right-hand corner, you will see some points. 78.88. What makes this thing different from YouTube? Everybody has cryptocurrency. There's cryptocurrency for this. That's utilized for this system. Now, so not to confuse everybody, the way this work is, in order for me to upload videos, I have to spend cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is given to you when you start this platform. So what happens is if I run out of cryptocurrency, I can't upload for the rest of the day. They did this as well so people won't be to prevent spam, and it's to prevent people with who takes other people's videos and upload other people's content on their channels and stuff like that. That's to prevent that. So if I want to continue to upload past the cryptocurrency that was allocated to me, they give us objectives that we can do. I'll give you an example. It's called rewards. You go to rewards. So you have different rewards. You can claim your rewards. Like, for instance, this one says, watch content and earn more credits for each level unlocked. 100 views required for level 4. So the thing is, if I go and watch content creators on this platform, and I will get a cryptocurrency for it. So what it does is, even if you're not a content creator, if you're just a viewer and got your own account, even viewers get cryptocurrency. So what it does is it enforces people to engage with their content creator, and the viewer to watch other people's stuff, and content creators to watch other content creators' stuff. So I also get cryptocurrency based on how many people comment as well. So I wonder if I have any, because I haven't been here in a while because I've been streaming a lot. Yeah, so I gotta get to the next level with that. So that's how that pretty much work. And if I invite people as well, invite people and people subscribe to me based off the invite link, I also get cryptocurrency for that as well. You don't have to use real money. No real money is involved at all. He said, oh, I see you can spend your personal and viewer points. Yeah. Let me save up. So you can get cryptocurrency and you can cash it up. You can cash the cryptocurrency in as well. You can cash them in. So even if you're not a content creator, you can be a viewer and still earn cryptocurrency. Because you get rewards by watching other content creators and leaving comments as well. So it's like a generator of cryptocurrency going around, which forces engagement between content creators and the viewer. And that's how this system works. I think it's a pretty cool system, and I think it has potential. Now, channels, my fighting game channel, Versus Corner, Mugen TV Versus Corner, this is all fighting game related. So if you don't want to go through my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel has variety of gaming stuff. So if you're looking for something specific, if you're a fighting game, if you're part of the FGC or you love fighting game news and information and content and stuff, you can just go to my Odyssey and you can digest all that stuff here instead of you having to go through my entire YouTube channel to try to look for what you're looking for. You know, so my reaction videos to fighting game trailers or character trailers and everything goes here. Patch notes that we may go over and everything is going to be here. He said, damn, you kids ate all the ice cream. Oh, no, my dad's back there laughing. My dad's in the back. My dad's in his room on the laptop laughing. He watching something. So this is the Odyssey platform. I think the Odyssey platform has potential. And everybody's going over to Odyssey. There's a lot of big content creators moving over to it. And like I said before, if YouTube continue to go the path that they're going, YouTube is not going to be no more. And if you keep banking on YouTube, YouTube can go any day. So you always need to have a backup. Always do. Now I have more followers on my fighting games with 21 followers, and I have 11 on my RPG stuff. But that's pretty much the overall gist of how Odyssey works as a platform. So go check it out. Oh, my fault. Let me put the link to the fighting game Odyssey channel. My dad cracked it up. Yeah, our last we have a lot of people crack up. All right, so let me see. Move this back over here. Put this over here. Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist. Yeah, so check it out. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the gist of how Odyssey work. I'm still gonna be uploading to Odyssey every fighting game thing that I post on YouTube. So can I confirm what? What can I confirm? Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks for the happy birthday, Mom. What he watch? He watching something on YouTube. He cracking up on something on YouTube. All right, so let me see. All right, thanks. Cool. He said OG LTG is watching. He said that V is correct about well. Yeah, my dad's watching some video on YouTube. Yeah, so like that show is worked out cool. Yeah, but yo, though, so I'm gonna have so much stuff planned. But tomorrow I gotta get back on my grind tomorrow on my 3D hentai stuff. Since I took 2 weeks off from it. So I gotta get back on my grind with the new projects that I'll be doing and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna have to balance all of this stuff out, and I can do it. I know I can. So there won't be no lack of anything from me. There won't be a lack of anything as far as the content. Yeah, like my dad watched a lot of UFC stuff. So if somebody get knocked out, he laugh at that stuff. But my dad laugh at a lot of stuff on YouTube. All right, V, appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping through. Thanks for making the account on Twitch to follow me. Appreciate it, bro. Peace. Yeah, but yeah, guys, like this is gonna be crazy. I got my work. I got my work cut out for me. I got my work cut out. How do I plan my schedule for like my art? Talking about my 3D hentai or my VK stuff? If it's 3D hentai, I treat my 3D hentai like a job. I try to give myself 8 hours a day. No, it's my. I'm not going to stop streaming. I'm still going to stream Jedi. Check out my video. Check out my video. I'm not retiring from streaming. I just won't be streaming on on YouTube. I'll be streaming just Twitch and other platforms, but YouTube, I explain why I'm not doing it. The YouTube streaming. Like, check out that video. Check it out. So if you still want to see my streams and stuff, just go to Twitch and everything. Nova, stop. No, I'm not leaving. All right, so he said new people throwing jabs. Yeah. So he's right. Very stupid. Very stupid. But yeah, thanks, boyo. Yeah, so the way I treat my 3D hentai, I treat like a job. What I do is I treat it like a job. I do 8 hours a day of it. I wake up in the morning and I do 8 hours a day. I start in the morning and at least try to get at least done by like 2 or 3 o'clock, and then I have the rest of the time to stream and try out and do other things. Or I'll break it up and do 4 hours of the 3D hentai work, and then do 4 hours of YouTube content creation and stuff like that. And then the evening I try to stream or whatever. Yo guys, oh my god, you guys are trolls. Yo guys are trolls. There's it up. Guys, are you straight up trolling? Off into the arcade cabinet. This man knew it for right, man. Yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing. I may do 4 hours of 3D hentai content creation and then 4 hours of YouTube content creation, and then the evening I stream. Okay, sweet. No, it's cool. Yeah, very stupid. Thanks, Jedi. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. This is dope. Like, yeah, ain't very stupid. Like, you got me cracking up. Oh, thanks, Mr. Graham. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping through, Caliber. Like, this stream is not going to be long. I'm about to end this pretty soon because I'm about to eat in a bit. He said the stream is your house. But yo, guys, y'all had me cracking up last night when I was sharing those stories with you guys. Y'all had me cracking up. Like, definitely. But yeah, y'all gonna be seeing more of my pops playing with us, man. Y'all gonna be hearing my dad like losing it. Especially when we do some Monster Hunter. It's gonna be funny. Thanks, Graham. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have some emojis. My brother DX Strike is working on them. So I'm gonna have some emojis for you guys for Twitch and everything. And Discord is gonna have some emojis as well. Yeah, bro. Like we ain't done. Like what I'm gonna do, probably sometime this week, I'm gonna have both my brothers up here, and we gonna just talk about our stories, yo. Yeah, my job might as well be my home. I'm currently on day 14 out of 30 of consecutive days at work without a day off of both of my jobs. Jesus. Yeah. So that's what I'm planning on. That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm gonna have both my brothers up here. We gonna just talk about a lot of stuff that we used to do and like all our crazy adventures together. Your guys gonna be cracking up, man. Oh, sweet, sweet, good, good, good. So also too, I also want to mention that the thing I also want to do as well, because DX Strike is going to be streaming soon, going to start his own streaming thing soon too. My goal is too, like even when I'm done streaming, like if my brother's going to be streaming too, so you guys can just hop around. Like so, if I'm not on, you guys still can have that entertainment where my brother Keo will be streaming or DX Strike be streaming, and I'll even make my cameos just popping up to say what's up to you guys, even though I'm not streaming that day, or even though I'm not streaming anymore for that day. Like if I'm done streaming for that day, so I'll pop up with my brother's streams and just to say what's up to y'all as well, so you guys can get the full package of us. Have a stream with you, the bros, pops, Nate, all this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all want pops on the stream too? My dad and Nate at the same time with us. Oh yeah, we definitely want to do that too. Because me, Nate, and my brothers, we all had some adventures together as well. Yo, or DX and Keo switching to Twitch as well. Well, they use Restream, so they on all of them. So I'm gonna talk to Keo if he's gonna go strictly Twitch after that, because I don't want his YouTube channel, to get affected either. So they may all now. I know DX Strike is gonna go straight Twitch because he don't even like do any streaming on YouTube anyway, and his channel's still new. So he gonna go strictly Twitch, but I think I'm gonna talk to Keo. I'll probably gonna convince him to go straight to Twitch too. But he'll let you know when he does his streaming. He'll let you know, and I'll let you know. Give Pops and Nate on guys. Oh my God, these dudes. So let's get this bread. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, man. Y'all ain't hearing nothing, man. Our stories, y'all didn't hear nothing. That's all I can say, man. Like, you guys gonna be having some fun, man. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna try to do guys this week. I don't know which day this week, but I'll play guys on stream since you guys like to troll about it. So I'm gonna try to do that, and then Fightcade, I'm gonna try to do this week as well. Do some Fightcade. Watch my video, Chris. I explain why. Go to my video. It's my new video I just posted. The name of the video is called. Matter of fact, instead of me just talking about it, I can just give you the link to it so you can look at it. Here's the video for those who still haven't checked it out yet. YouTube and Twitch beef like Soulja Boy and Bow Wow's beef. Yeah, check it out. I explain why, and you'll understand why I'm doing this. Once you watch it, you'll get a clear idea of what's going on. He said Alinity is like Omarion for Twitch since it's Bow Wow. Said Tay pulled up. What up though? Yeah, man. Like we gonna definitely do some Fightcade, and I'm gonna do the Guys stream. He said, "What's the cash?" He said, "What's the cash app?" You have elaborate on that, Chris. You saying you asking what's the cash app? I use Venmo. I don't use Cash App. I explained the story of why I got banned from Cash App, but I use Venmo. Yeah, but let me throw this on here. Let me see. Is that what's the Venmo? I can't remember by heart. 1 second. My Venmo. My Venmo is at Zales. So that's my Venmo. It's right there at Zales. That's where my Venmo is. But when you see Zales, it's Brian Blackson. My full name, Brian Blackson, but it's at Zales, and you'll see Brian Blackson on it. You said which Final Fantasy character you want to play? Come on, it should be obvious which Final Fantasy character I want to play. Playing Cloud, and then Tifa. Oh, thanks. I mean, if you like, you can contribute any way that you want. Like, you don't have to. I don't want you to feel as though you'll have to. This shit, I got Cash App. He said, "Hey, Venmo, swing me some bread." He gotta play Zach for the boys. Hey, oh my God, Zach is so overrated to me. Like, he really is overrated as a Final Fantasy character. Like Zach was a vehicle. He was a monolith to push Cloud's story forward. That's all Zach was for. And then all of a sudden, they decided to give this nigga his own game, and all these fanboys. Like I said, when it comes to story writing, or when it comes to some characters are best left a mystery, or some characters are best left the way they are because of that mystery. That's what makes that character popular or whatever. And then when you go turn around and give this character a backstory, then that character doesn't live up to that image or that perception that you have of that character, because they gave you a backstory that they filled in, and then that backstory is really not that great, or it's mediocre or cliche. You're like, well, you know, you look at the character differently. And Zach was only used as a monolith. He was only used as a vehicle to shape Cloud's story and his character, to build development throughout the story. And then they gave this dude his own game. They shouldn't have did it. I think Zach was fine the way he was. He said, "My man came with the Zach disrespect." I'm serious, fair. Like, and I didn't know Zach had such a fan base, because V, my boy V that left, V Money, this dude, he was like, yo B. He said, "Yo, man, I like your take on the Final Fantasy VII remake, and me and you old school. We love the OG Final Fantasy VII as well." I said, "Listen, I'm also a fan. I'm also part of this Facebook group. I did a video about this too. I was part of this Facebook group. He was part of this Final Fantasy VII Facebook group. Man, he sent me the invite link. I joined that link, and I gave them and then I posted my video. Said, yeah, you should share your video, your opinion about it. Dude, I gave my opinion about that Final Fantasy VII remake and the ending, and I gave my opinion about Zach. That whole group attacked me. That whole group came with pitchforks and knives. And the thing was, they wasn't even attacking my points. They was attacking me as a person. They was calling me gay. They was calling me all kinds of stuff. They was calling me all kinds of stuff in that group. They were so butthurt because of what I thought about the remake. And like I said before, I enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's just the ending I wasn't too crazy of, and I didn't like certain aspect of the stories and some of the choices and the changes they did with Sephiroth and stuff in the remake. But my overall experience, I enjoyed the game. And I was just giving my opinion about it, and they ripped me a new one. Yeah. And V apologized because he saw it, and the mods had the band had to apologize to me personally because people were attacking me personally. And then the CD of Final Fantasy group that I joined, which is all love there, but it was this one chick who was such a Zack fan, and I was criticizing, giving my opinion about Crisis Core, and she kept coming after me. Every post that I went to talking about the CD of Final Fantasy or the characters that I like, she would go on that post just to harass me about why I didn't like Zack. She was attacking me like crazy. And every time I threw points out, she wouldn't refute my points. And then once I finally went to her Facebook page, she had Zack posters in her room. She even had a Zack body pillow. So I said, okay, she's a fanatic. So I'm not going to argue with her no more. There's no sense. She was literally harassing me. Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. The Final Fantasy VII fan base, or the Final Fantasy VII fan base, is it can really toxic. Can be really toxic at times. Really, really toxic. Really bad. That's why I don't really join fandoms. I really don't. I don't like you have that one side. He said he is Cloud's Uncle Ben. Yeah, exactly. I like that. I like that analogy, Radio. He is Cloud's Uncle Ben. I feel Zack is an exception to the rule because they made it work. Nah, Crisis Core went full anime. Crisis Core went full anime to me. It went full anime. I didn't like it. Did I make it in time for your OnlyFans stream? Shut up, Wicked. Yeah. So that was the thing with that. Zack, to me, he's a good character, like within the OG Final Fantasy and for what he was meant for. But once you went to the compilation and put Zack in his own game with Crisis Core, everything fell apart for me. And speaking of OG, speaking of the OG, I had, if you haven't seen the videos, I went to the Square Enix website and bought the OG Polygon Final Fantasy figures, which is pretty neat. So I got the Cloud. It came in like a bundle, like a booster box. Got Cloud. I got Tifa in here, and I always wanted these to be toys back then. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I'm about to finish this stream pretty soon too. And got Barrett right here. No, Vincent was pretty cool. I mean, it got ridiculous with Dur Cerberus, but Vincent as a character, I thought he was pretty cool. Or whatever. But you don't see a lot of people. You don't see a lot of people that's hardcore with Vincent compared to the Zack fan base. Got the Aerith Polygon. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Got Red 13. And got Reno. Polygon. Figure. And I got Sephiroth. Yep. Oh no. No, like I'm strictly no. I'm not losing. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm just when it comes to streaming, I'll be just streaming on Twitch and other platforms. And if you check out my video, check out the video. I explain why I'm doing this, and it's a logical reason behind it. I'm still doing YouTube videos. I'm uploading YouTube videos regularly, like I normally do, but I will archive my stuff from Twitch. So if you missed my Twitch stream, I will still put those topics and everything on YouTube. So you're not missing anything. You're just missing the live experience from YouTube, but you will still get those live archive formats on YouTube. Oh, okay, Eddie. Thing. And Lightning fans, the only people topping them. Really? Thing got reverse effect though. The fans aren't toxic. It's the haters that are. He said the haters that are. Right now, people are saying that Final Fantasy 14 is the best Final Fantasy in terms of story right now. And that's why I have to get back to playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm still at the beginning of the Heaven's Ward expansion. And I keep buying all these expansions and stuff, but having touched any expansion stories or anything. Also, someone put these figures back. One second. All right, put this over here. Oh, I think I haven't showed you guys. I haven't showed you guys her. My another waifu that I got from GameStop a long while ago. Android 18. I got her. Still in the box. You know I have to get the waifu. Definitely have to get her. Who else? In the back. So you guys can see. I got her. But yeah. He said, now let us see whether or not Zack remain relevant in the rest of the Final Fantasy. Yeah, man. So that plastic waifu ass though, you showed us that on the community tab. I recall. Yeah, man. Like I'm scared that they're gonna keep. I'm scared that they're gonna keep Zack alive and Aerith alive. And if they kill my babe, Tifa, I'm gonna lose it. He said, I'm level 80 maxed out. Gear all crafters and tanks and still middle of Heaven's Ward. Oh, really? New Age Mugen? Oh, what's up, Raku? He said, how do I feel about Final Fantasy 16? I'm looking forward to it. I can't give you my overall opinion because we really don't know too much about it. Thanks, Raku. But from what I'm speculating with Final Fantasy 16, I see it like something like Naruto. You remember how Naruto, you had the different tail beasts, the Jinchurikis placed in certain individuals. The way they're going with this, it seemed like what they're going with Final Fantasy 16. There's certain people who were chosen to be able to have the summons held inside of them, something like Naruto. So each kingdom or land may have their own, primal or something like that. That's sealed within them. So the main character's little brother is chosen to be the one that's hold the summon within them, and then the main character is the older brother, who's Joshua's shield, who's there to protect them and stuff like that. So that's an interesting concept. That's pretty different for a Final Fantasy game, but we ain't gonna know much yet until more news and information come out for it. Well, the reason why 16 looks the way it looks, that's not how it really looks. I saw an interview. What's his name? Yoshida, because he's the director and everything from Final Fantasy 14. And now he's the producer and everything to 16. Yoshida said that there was more so pressure by the Western audience, since the Western audience always complain and say, "Hey, when's the next Final Fantasy game?" And the American audience can be really pushy. So what happened was they decided, said, let's show them what we have, and they said they just put it up, which they said they're not even done with textures or anything. So they really gave us a raw, alpha state of Final Fantasy 16. So that means that game's gonna pretty much look really good when we actually see a real official trailer to 16. It said, let me see. We said something about Skullgirls. We say Eddie mentioned something about Skullgirls, or that was somewhere else. It's that Gilgamesh finna pull up with 20 swords in the snub nose. Yeah, so that's the thing. Final Fantasy 16 looks like it's gonna be interesting. If the combat is anywhere near Final Fantasy 7 remake, but even and refined even more and even better, I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with the combat, like with the gameplay. Yeah, maybe you have no arms since he only had one in 15. So I'm really excited to see it's going back to medieval. Yes, and that's what Yoshida wanted. To go back to medieval, and this said this Final Fantasy 15 is going to have the less machinery and tech compared to any other Final Fantasy game. So don't expect a lot of machinery, and don't expect anything high tech in this version from what he said in the interview. So I'm looking forward to see how 16 going to play out. Another thing is 16 going to have multiplayer. I like to see if they're going to do something like that as well. Yeah, they know how to tell stories. The Final Fantasy 14s, they do know how to tell stories. So I'm looking at Yoshi P, not Yoshida, Yoshi P. That's his name, Yoshi P. Got that wrong. Yeah, Yoshi P. So we're going to see how that's going to work out. Seems like they blend in 15 and 4. No. Don't say 15 because, like, if you think about it, 7 took 15 combat and broke it down. I mean, they stripped it and made it something new. So they're not going to go back to 15 combat. So to me, it's like it's going to take everything from 7 and just amplify it up even more. No, you're not lying, Ver. Like, that'd be crazy if they had like Cecil as a cameo or something on that. That'd be dope. Cause it has some. I see Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 4 inspiration in Final Fantasy 16. I can't wait to see the rest of the cast. I can't wait to see how the party is going to play in Final Fantasy 16. I'm really looking forward to see how they do that. How all that's going to come into play. How it's all going to come across in Final Fantasy 16. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, thanks, Sean. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. You said talking about dude jumping all over the place. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that's. Now the thing is, before 16 came out, there was a rumor that the next Final Fantasy game is going to have a Dark Soul type of feel to it, or whatever, with party members and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if they're referring to 16 or another Final Fantasy, like a spin-off Final Fantasy game they may be experimenting with. But if this is, it does have that Dark Souls looking feel to it, look to it, tone to it, and stuff like that. So we just have to wait and see. Oh, you're talking about that? Oh, okay, I know what you mean. We say when they get the Cactuar Senior Sour Tender summon inside them. Oh, that'd be funny. Maybe that could be like a bonus, like a sub, like a side quest a fight where you find a person that has the Cactuar inside them. I think that'd be pretty interesting, and maybe maybe this is all me just like guessing. Maybe you might find like how you get summons. You maybe find other party members that you get in your party who may have those summons in them, and you can use them to summon those summons. So you may go throughout the game. Like if you ever play Lost Odyssey, you have you have mortals, and then you had immortals that was in your party, and immortals couldn't use certain skills unless you link them to a mortal. So what if Final Fantasy 16 is you can't just summon summons just to summon them? You may have to meet as you progress through the game. You may meet characters who have summons within them or something like that. Who knows? He said Noctis and Arden going to show up. Like these dudes have ended up everywhere at this point. Doom Train was stupid in Final Fantasy 8. Like a lot of those summons in 8, I wasn't really a fan of. I just wasn't a fan of Final Fantasy 8 in general, though. So that's just my bias speaking. Yeah, I have Lost Odyssey. That's the only game that my baby mom had bought for me. She bought me Lost Odyssey for the Xbox 360. Really good game. I'm surprised Lost Odyssey is not even on Xbox Game Pass or whatever. And I forgot I can play Lost Odyssey if I wanted to. Backwards compatibility. Forgot all about that. I love Lost Odyssey. It's different. Lost Odyssey is very different as far as story. I like the approach that they did with the main characters. It was risky, but it was the characters was like Final Fantasy and 7 in a way as far as like the connection with the characters or whatever. Like you grew to love these characters as if you was family with these characters. Yeah, I couldn't get it in the 8. Hold up, I gotta pee. My water pills kicking in. All right, I'm back. Fix the focus. Oh, they did radio? I didn't know that. Like eight. The thing is, compared to 7, 8 didn't age well as far as like the art style compared to 7's to me. Now the thing about 8 though that I do appreciate about Squall's character, Squall had mommy issues. He had trust issues because he had mommy issues because he was codependent on his sister who made a promise to him that she was going to return and she never did. The woman that he relied on when he was younger, when he was a kid, and when that happened, he grew bitter. He detached himself from reality or whatever. And Keel brought something to my Keel Lancer had brought something to my attention because Keel like Final Fantasy 8. He said, "Yo," he was saying, Keel said, "Yo, you notice like Squall really has issues." You say you notice the motherfucker talk to itself, and then he lash out on everybody. If you notice, go back and play the game at the beginning. He always talked to himself. He always said things to himself, and people say, "Squall, did you say something?" Like he had issues. And then remember the part where they were supposed to execute Cypher, and he was in the room, and he was saying that, and he was talking to himself, and he said how everybody was talking about Cypher, saying like poor Cypher, or I can't believe it, they're going to kill him. And Squall was saying to himself like, is this how will this be how people will remember me if I die? And he was talking to himself in the corner, and everybody turned around looking at him like what's wrong with this nigga? Like And then that's when Squall turned around and said, "No, F it." He said, we want to save Cypher War like that. There's no way in the world that I would go out like this." And people like, all right, like, but Final Fantasy VIII Squall has some layer to him though. I would give it that. He said, Final Fantasy VIII, the only Final Fantasy remastered I pre-ordered. Okay. Badly, Squall, love the art style. He said, "Dude, I was just about to say something about Goku when I got back. So ironic." So Squall, like, he puts on this tough guy act, but he's really hurting inside, and he has mommy issues. But Final Fantasy 9. So what about my boy Tidus though? Tidus had daddy issues. Tidus had daddy issues. He always wanted his father's jet. He was always seeking his father's approval. So that's what always caused him and his father to always clash. Tidus had serious father issues. All right, Blivy, appreciate it, man. Somehow everyone thought Sephiroth was unlockable in 7 by turning Emerald Weapon into an item and taking it to Dr. Gasso. Well, another reason why people thought that Sephiroth was an unlockable character was because if you played the original game and you had the box, Sephiroth was inside. If you look at the manual, and when you go to main characters like party members, Sephiroth was in the main cast like section of the manual. And then when you play Final Fantasy 7, when you get all the characters, when you look at your stat screen or the victory screen and stuff like that, there's one more slot open. So people assume that maybe there's another character, or maybe Sephiroth himself is going to be a playable character. Oh yeah, Auron. He was my favorite. Auron was a badass. Oh yeah, Nock did have mommy and daddy issues. He had it both. Like he had parent issues. Period. I would say that. Final Fantasy 9, that story was so beautiful. 9 had a beautiful story. Oh really? People thinking Zack was the last slot? I didn't think that. Like, cause I didn't know who Zack was until until Cloud's memory started coming in. I never thought Zack was, like, he died. Like, I don't know how people thought Zack was the final character. That nigga died. How long did it take me to beat Lost Odyssey? I never beat it. I made it to the end. It took me 40 hours to get to the end. But I never beat it. Yo, what's up, Sean? Some people thought it was Zack. Some people thought it was... Wow, who would thought Zhang would be even a character in your party in 7? Who thought that? That's just people who are fans of the characters and hoping that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I never beat Lost Odyssey. Because that was my fault why I didn't beat Lost Odyssey. Was because... And they got a lot of things from Final Fantasy. Because was Sakaguchi, I think that's his name, or Noboru, whatever his name was. He's the creator of Final Fantasy. He made Mistwalker, the company. He left Square, created his own company, Mistwalker, and he lost Odyssey. And once you got the airship, you can fly in the air and you can go underwater. So they did just like Final Fantasy, because you had these big monsters, this like weapon. You had one that's underwater. So my problem was how I screwed up Lost Odyssey. I made it to the end and thought I was fully prepared. And like any Square game, and this guy came from Square and he created Mistwalker, the company. With Lost Odyssey, there was boss at the boss before the final boss, and I was so ill-equipped and so unprepared. And where I saved the game, I saved at the point of no return, so I couldn't level grind or do and get the things that I needed. And my save file, my second save file, my third save file was like 5 to 10 hours back. And that means I had to play through all this stuff just to get back to that point. And I was like, I don't feel like it. So I went online and to look up to see the ending on YouTube. So you can't wait for episode Rufus. Well, there was a recent interview saying that they're not going to do any more DLC for 7. They were saying that Yuffie's going to be it. They said they'll probably do DLC after they complete the entire game. The series. Yeah, it does suck, Radio. Yeah, great talent behind the game. Yup. Welcome back, Ryu. Yeah, so I screwed myself over with that. I said, you know what? Let me just go online and just type up the ending on YouTube, and I just watch it from there. There was no way I was going back 10 hours just to get back to that point. So I was like, hell with it. Yep. That's what happened with Lost Odyssey. So I may replay it again on my Series X and with backwards compatibility and do that. Greatest Final Fantasy boss of all time. As far as battling the boss or just overall character? Everybody say Kefka is. Everybody say Kefka is. He's the greatest villain of all time. Because didn't Kefka destroy the world? He actually succeeded, but then he ended up going back through time to stop it. Can't remember. He said it's Square we're talking about. True. See, I haven't completed 15. I just held that game. I wasn't too crazy about 15. I was not. I was more 13 and 15 was a disappointment for me. Well, everybody says Xenos from 14, like the villain in 7. They said that's why people saying right now 14 has the best story, Final Fantasy story right now because the villain too in 14. Yeah, Kafka destroyed the world. He was actually successful, but didn't they stop? Didn't they go back through time or something like that and stopped it from happening? If I can remember. Mugen, you ever think of how Final Fantasy VII would have fully been on the SNES instead of PS1? I have no idea. I don't know. That's a good question, Radio. I haven't thought about it. Imagine Final Fantasy VI remade in current gen graphics. Yeah, I like that. That would be pretty dope. I would like to see something like that. He's a triple barrel gun is crazy. He said Kefka was a woke balls concept on some deal. Deep philosophical level. Kefka, the original one-winged angel before Sephiroth. I like the Kuja from Final Fantasy 9, but he wasn't the final boss though. But Kuja was pretty dope. Final Fantasy 15 disappointed me too, but for what it was, I enjoyed the world. The game, Final Fantasy 15, I just couldn't do it. It was so button mashy. I felt like I was able to turn my brain off and just mash. And then the open world, it didn't feel like it was life in the open world. And see, with open worlds, you have to make sense too. You have all these big monsters, but then you have these communities and stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense, and I don't know, man. And then, like I said, when you have an open world, a lot of the areas felt more generic. A lot of the areas didn't feel as unique as other Final Fantasy games in the past and stuff like that. I just couldn't get into it. Yeah, I'm just saying, Raku. I can't remember. I can't remember at all about 6 with its end, and I was just asking if that was the case. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is a perfect example of modern game. And then they sold you all the important elements that made the story so broken. They sold it to you in DLC episodes. Oh yeah, I miss turn-based combat too as well. I do miss that. Square made them rush it out. They needed 2 years still. Not to mention they pretty much only had 2 years to work on it after it became 15 from versus 13. Yeah, I heard about that. Just crazy, man. Freaking crazy, bro. Let me check something here. Let me check. I'm just checking something real quick, guys. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, my brother's showing my dad Monster Hunter Rise. He's playing it right now. He's fiending on that joint. Yeah, right now I'm really looking forward to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Are you going to check out the movie Unholy? Never heard of it. So I blame Square for that, but fans were trying to harass the director that got it after Nomura. Like, what the? No, it's not Tabata's fault. Nomura does too much. That's why I prefer him as just a character designer. Yeah, he does. Even then, he goes overboard. Like Final Fantasy, like 7 Remake was really pushing it. It's been almost 2 decades since I played Final Fantasy 6. I got a wiki the ending. Enix had some good RPGs for the SNES before they merged with Squaresoft. Robotrek is good. Like the only game that I was really familiar with Enix besides the Dragon Quest was it Star Ocean? Star Ocean. That's the other franchise. Hopefully, like 20 years down the line, we can get a remake of 15 and get it justice. Like, who knows? But that's years, dog, down the line. I'll be like in my 50s and stuff by that time. I don't even want to think about that. Shit. I don't get why turn combat like yeah, well, because like I said, we live in this new millennial age where everybody want to press buttons. Everybody, their retention span is so small, and people just want to press buttons and stuff like that. They want the high intense combat and everything like that. Like turn-based, you actually have to sit down. I like turn-based so much because you also have to plan. You had item management, MP management, all this other type of stuff, but you had to actually think. You actually have to think like 5 or 4 turns ahead and stuff like that. And then when you had those strategies, you put them together and you watch everything act out on screen. Oh man, like you just feel like a genius, you know? Yeah, I love turn-based combat. Like that's what Gravely Default turn-based feels good. And when I beat the boss on the demo, it felt really good when I figured it out. Yeah, most people nowadays want to play checkers. Yeah, so that's what that's all about. Everybody's moving away from turn-based. Turn-based is more like a niche now. Oh my God, Evolution World, dude! I had Evolution. No, oh my God, oh my God, Evolution was my favorite RPG. Evolution World is actually Evolution was a game on Dreamcast. Dreamcast had two games. You had Evolution, and then you had Evolution something by Fate. I had both of those games on Dreamcast, and then when GameCube came out, GameCube took both games and put them into one, and put them into was it 2 discs or was it 1 disc? I can't remember. Evolution was, oh my God, let me find Evolution, bro. That was my favorite RPG on Dreamcast, and it had turn-based and stuff. I love Evolution, but Evolution World, the only disappointment to Evolution World they cut out a lot of dungeons because they wanted to make it one seamless game, and they shouldn't have did that. They cut out a lot of the fat that was in the game, and it made the game much easier. This was my game, bro. This was on Dreamcast. This was my game. This was my game. I still got this. I still have this on. I have my GameCube version, and I have my I still have both my Dreamcast versions. This game, and they never did nothing else with it. It had a nice concept to it. Like I wanted him in Smash Brothers. Mag Launcher. Oh my god, this is my game. I love this game, man. Alright, Blackheart. Yeah, this game was the truth. It was on Dreamcast. It was a dungeon crawling RPG. Dreamcast had the best dungeon crawling RPGs. And I love the soundtrack. And the combos, like the moves you learn, and you have to plan out all your attacks, like turns, like 4 or 5 steps ahead at times. Since certain abilities allow you to push your opponent's turn back. And this is at the very beginning of the game. Thanks, guys. This was my game, man. Just to fast forward. Now, pretty much the whole. Let me go to this real quick. See what we got here. Now this is part 2. They added English dub to this one. Well, the GameCube added English dub, not the Dreamcast version. This game, man, I love this game. Dreamcast had some good RPGs, y'all. And they never revived the franchise. The Evolution franchise. They tried to do it. They brought it back on GameCube. They just combined 1 and 2 as one game and made it into one game. Now to explain why, where are these? What is that big device that he has? It's called a Psyframe. That big arm that he has. And what happened was the gist of the story was this ancient civilization that used to use these big machines to, to do daily tags. They use them for war. It was called the Evolution race. And the Evolution race, the girl in the middle, he found her in a dungeon and stuff like that. And so she's like this part of this ancient race called the Evolutions. Now the thing is, as this ancient civilization got wiped out, archaeologists and many people end up dungeon hunters or whatever they call them, end up finding adventurers. The adventurers wind up finding these Psyframes and use them as weapons or whatever. Each Psyframe user has special abilities. So Mag Launcher had the big fist or whatever like that, and they had different abilities. Then you had Chain. Chain had her own. The only people that wasn't side frame users was Gray and Lanier. But the game was the game was pretty unique. Then part two, you wind up finding the villain in this game. You end up meeting someone that's just like her, and he went, and Mag was always protective over Lanier. And what happened was there was a boy that's from the same ancient race as her, and she finally met somebody who's just like her, and this dude was obsessed over her as well, and he wanted to have her so he can repopulate and bring their race back, and you have to end up fighting him at the end. But it was pretty cool, man. This was a really, really good game. Really good game. Dreamcast game. Oh yeah, and no third game. Yeah, and the thing was, your father, Mag Launcher's father, he disappeared. He was an adventurer, and it's called the Launcher family. Now, the creator of the game, the Japanese guy who created this game, he used to be in the military, so he named most of the characters after military weapons. So Mag Launcher, he's pretty much a rocket launcher. So Mag and his last name is Launcher, the Launcher family. His butler is named Gra, and his last name is Grenade. And then the other chick that you meet is named Pepperbox. So then you have this other girl named Chain, and her last name is Gun. She's from the Gun family, so her name was Chain Gun. So everybody's named after the military weapons and stuff like that. But Mag's father had disappeared and left your family in debt. So in the first game, you're playing through dungeons to get money, and whatever money that you earned during battle, you had to take it to the debt collection agency. You can beat the game without clearing your debt, but you can clear the debt before you beat the game. I can't remember what happened when you cleared the debt, but I cleared the debt, and that means a lot of money. So it was like a debt mechanic they added to the game. But yeah, she was the only, and then she has this special power. Lanier doesn't really talk. She don't talk at all, actually. And she says little words here and there, and Mag protects her. And it's kind of they kind of like had love for each other. So when part 2 came, Mag was not only protective of her, he started getting jealous because this new guy comes in. He's from the same ancient civilization, and he kind of got jealous, and Lanier wanted to form a bond with the guy as well, or whatever. It was a nice plot to it. It was a nice little story. Said Pepper was a gangster. Chain was a tomboy. Yeah. Yup. Was the 2 games dark tone? I wouldn't say dark tone. It was very happy. Like it had dark elements to it, but it was also like light manner, like how you had the slice of life like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. But the game was pretty good, and it was a dungeon crawler. And the combos, the battle, I love the battle music. The combos was like the different moves you learned, like it was dope. And the game was challenging. Like you had the level grind in this game. Dreamcast had good RPGs, y'all. I love the battle theme. This is another game where if you ask me what game I was hyped for, or like I had real hype for and excited for, when I first saw this in Dreamcast magazine, because I thought the character design of Mag Launcher was so cool, I was like, I couldn't wait. Every day I kept thinking like every day when my dad came home, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be the day that he's gonna come in with the game and surprise me with it. And I kept waiting, and then one day I was just playing my Dreamcast. My dad came in and threw the game on my lap. Like something fell on my lap. I opened up the bag. It was. I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 1 on the Dreamcast. I just turned that game off and just threw this game in there and started playing it on Dreamcast. And the second game was one of my first Dreamcast games I bought like out of my own pocket when I was young. So yeah, this game, it was a pretty cool game, man. Yeah, man, like Dreamcast had some good games, man. It had some good RPGs. It really did. Is Dreamcast better than the PS1? That's man, that's a hard one. I love the Dreamcast and I love the PS1. They both was my favorite consoles. That's debatable. I like them both. Like because the library of games is just phenomenal on the Dreamcast and the PS1. That's a tough choice. I wouldn't be able to pick. I wouldn't be able to say what's better. Like to be honest with you. Yeah, Dad did the same thing with Paper Mario 64 because I had got almost had straight A's when report card time came, and I had 1B on my report card, but this is the first time I almost had straight A's or whatever. First time I ever worked this hard. And my dad, I was in my room playing I was playing Bomberman Hero on the Nintendo 64. I'm sitting down on I love to sit on the floor with my legs folded when I'm playing games. And I'm in my room sitting on the floor playing Bomberman 64, looking up at my television. Next thing you know, my dad knocked on the door and said, "Son, you in there?" Like, yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, Pops, come in." My dad opened the door. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't even look at me. He just threw the bag, the GameStop bag, on my lap. And I looked down. And I was like, and then I would have put my hand in the bag. It was Paper Mario 64. My dad always do that. He always do that, surprise me with stuff like that. Ports. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Dad always do that. Pops always came through with the games like that, the surprises. Alright, well guys, I'm about to call it a night. I'm about to get everything started in a bit. But I appreciate the love, support, donations, and everything. Just like I said, check out my new video talking about what I'm doing as far as streaming is concerned. This will be the last YouTube stream. I'll be streaming on Twitch and other platforms, multi-streaming on other platforms, but YouTube, no more streaming on YouTube. This is it. And like I said, if you're new here and you want to find out why, just go to the video on my YouTube channel, my recent video, and I explain everything about it, and you'll understand why I'm doing this. But as far as YouTube is concerned, I'm still going to be creating content. I'm still a YouTuber. I'll still be doing videos. I'll still be uploading like I normally do and stuff like that. I just won't be streaming on the platform. So if you guys don't want to go over to Twitch, that's fine. You still won't be missing out. It's because I'm going to take the archive and I'm going to make them into individual videos, and then I'll be able to post them on YouTube so you guys can be able to check them out as individual videos as well. So that also will help with the retention for you guys to be able to view it. So it's going to take a while before I start seeing the results of me not streaming on YouTube, because I'm buried in the algorithm. I'm in the YouTube graveyard. So now I'm doing a lot of videos and content creation and uploading the stuff in order for me to get out of that graveyard. So we're gonna see how this play out, and like I said, we can do this. We can get YouTube back up the specs, and I can't wait to see how we're gonna go forward with Twitch, and hopefully you guys can help me get the partner. We can see how this go through. Like I said, I have emojis coming for Twitch, so you better check that out. And I'll have an announcement video on YouTube so everybody would know the deal and what's going on. And thanks, Raku. Yep, exactly. I'm definitely going that route, and that's why these YouTubers been doing that. Yep. So I appreciate it, and thanks for the happy birthdays. And you guys, tomorrow, I probably might not stream tomorrow because I have a lot of work, a lot of errands to run, and I have a lot of unless Monster Hunter comes in, I'll probably stream. But if it doesn't, I definitely won't be streaming. If it doesn't come in, I won't be streaming tomorrow if Monster Hunter doesn't come in tomorrow. So that's the case with that. So when I do the stream, I'll put an announcement video up to let you know, hey guys, I'm streaming right now, come check me out. So you guys better check it out. I'll put it in the community tab. I will also put it on my in Discord as well. Oh yeah, and if you want to join my Discord, I'll send a Discord invite out right now so you guys can get that for those who may be interested in joining the Discord. So I'll definitely be seeing you Game Fiends later. Peace out.